This music sounds like the kind of thing that Athmal would make used back in the day. Just on its own, it's very boring. So enough of that. Well, my lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking. Welcome back to another episode of So you might be wondering why I'm doing a second one of these compilations, and the reason is because back when I was going to do this the first time, Josh sent a bunch of suggestions, and I was going to have those ones be the compilation, because I thought, well, I mean, I'm glad there's so many of these, because normally I'm having to scrounge around to search for them, so great. Then it came time to the actual day, because I had to delay the stream because of the Christmas special for Mutant Girl coming out, and I think Josh interpreted that as I was no longer doing the compilation at all. So deleted all of those suggestions. So when it came time to me actually getting them, I had to scrounge around to find more stuff. But then, because I also messaged Josh saying like, hey, can you like put them back, please? I got a response, but too late. So here's the ones that he actually sent other than the Ninjago one. That was also a suggestion from there. But aside from that one, these are the rest of the things that Josh has recommended for us to watch today. So yeah. Also, I'm joined by KW.
Hello.
Didn't have a segue this time, so
What segue would I do? I do like I'm on a break till 2024. So any segues will come in 2024.
oh dear. Yeah. Does the stream work again? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I have the text on the screen now.
Yes, we are not cursed or broken. Woo, let's go. We're not hunted. We cleanse.
Indeed not. Although after watching these videos, we might be, but we'll see what they're like. This first
Oh,
one here is let me just go to the list again. It is Smile, VA GCMM short film Christmas special by Jess and Angie.
okay then.
All right. Without further ado, Rand, what do I use to stream? I use Restream. It's a website, so you can like make an account online and you do your streams from the internet itself to multiple different platforms. It's not like an app you have to download.
And I would use Restream sometimes, mainly for like the chill live streams I have been doing for a while. But if you're also curious, I also use OBS to live stream as
Yeah.
well. So
I'm kind of surprised they don't have an app version for Restream, but there you go.
yeah.
Also, by the way, Restream works best on computers. They do have a mobile
Yeah.
version, but it's much worse and much harder to control. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay. All right. Now, without further ado, on with the review. We've got the main character waking up in bed, I guess, with a book on her head. That rhymed.
7 more days until Christmas.
What was?
Oh.
7 more days until Christmas. Okay.
Yeah.
Voiced by Jasmine. Is this the way that we're doing the
Where's her arm?
It was dislodged in that previous slot, a previous scene on top of the rest. Okay, it's gonna be one of these apparently.
Oh, hi, Alive. I'm KW. Nice to meet you. Why are you on the Fox account, Alive?
Oh my goodness. Why'd you name me this way? Why? All right, video edit on. Okay, so I guess everyone's voiced by Jasmine. Is that how that works? I mean, the channel's called Jess and Angie, so I guess Jasmine is the one VA in this entire production, which is going to be interesting. Not gonna lie, I have been tempted to try that at some point, mostly for if I ever do a Dragon Ball project, because I have a bunch of Dragon Ball impressions because I've got the what ifs, but have not done that as of yet.
Don't worry how I voice out the ponies all alone.
Well, so So clearly it can be done in the right circumstances. Okay. Speaking of things that can be done, we've got the green shadow there from the chroma key.
Yes, and we also see like Morena has some sort of deranged cousin.
Morwenna with horns, yes. And Angela. Oh, Angela as well. They both did the script. Okay, good.
Oh god, the editing.
Oh, I just realized that. Yeah, the screenshot was taken from the green screen, but the way that in Gacha, if you press hide, it sometimes like takes a while to like have the sparkle from the cursor when it gets clicked to move away. That's a remnant from the mobile version. And so that one just appeared as green in the corner. Oh no.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no.
Good
Yeah.
morning,
Oh no, it's correct.
Jessica.
Good morning.
Voices here. What do you mean voices here? Well, on the screen. Yeah, we understood that. Okay, so I guess only this character was voiced by Jasmine. Everyone else is voiced by themselves. What? Okay, I didn't actually like load up these videos, so I haven't checked the credits in any way. So I'm just gonna load that up now because I did not realize this was gonna be this much of a conundrum. Okay, that's not loading. So continue.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm just working, that's all.
Can I help?
Of course you can. Can you send these letters to Angelica for me?
Oh wait, so you're sending. I thought you were like handing out flyers, but you're sending letters in a USB drive. There is an envelope prop in Gacha.
Yes, I
It's in
have
a case
seen
of like
it.
having to replace something. Yeah, I've seen it too. It was in the Musical Christmas special. Fittingly
Exactly.
enough. Okay. Yep, no, the script, no, the tab loaded, but it's still frozen.
They're
Carrying on.
really important.
Okay.
Okay then. Thank you. And have fun, Alyssa.
This contains top secret information that must get to specific government officials at an exact time. Have fun! Oh, okay, so I guess we've gone for custom backgrounds, but we've searched out vector images, just not ones with no people in them. So close.
Stop with the hand.
I thought that was coming from like I was gonna say like, hey, that actor sounds just like you, like from the side, but no. Yeah, you're right. Stop with the hand. But also, did someone just like waltz past them and start breaking stuff immediately for no apparent
Where
reason?
is the basket of
Oh no. Okay, I guess that was just a coincidence.
bread I need to deliver?
What on earth is that child doing in the background there? Just like,
I
is she like checking her reflection as her tongue sticks out, like in like the metal, like the reflected surface? If so, that is the most like childlike thing to do. That is actually a wonderful detail. I can't tell. And also like almost slightly standing on the bowl there. Almost angled that correctly. Oh, and I guess that was not pre-rendered because that basket appeared a second after the background did.
Angelica?
Yeah, look at all the
It's
screenshot angles.
right there.
How the heck did I not see that?
Oh my goodness, that is a simultaneously a very clever edit and a horrifying image of my nightmares.
What the heck?
Okay, so we do actually have the complete list of actors here. So we have I was going to say Alyssa Mank, but I just realized that says Alyssa Main C, as in main character.
Ah.
That took me a sec. I thought it was like, is this like a French last name? Alyssa Mank or something, but no. Okay, and that was Jasmine, aka Angelica sister. Angelica OC, Angelica. Jessica OC, Jessica. Soft Tier OC, Soft Tier, Angelica sister. Jasmine, Angelica. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait a second. So Jasmine is a character who's not voiced by Jasmine, is voiced by Angelica, but instead of like the person they're named after, and then Mrs. Goldberry is VA Angelica, which is the only credit that's in there. This is the most confusing credit sequence of all time. It's like you have to solve some sort of puzzle or something in order to work out the credits so they're right next to each other. Okay, well, there's at least 3 people that speak in this. That's all I know. Oh, and Josh has sent me a screen capture of it, so I can actually put it on screen so people can see what I'm talking about. The child is standing on the tip of the door, which became an inchling. I'm actually not sure what those are.
And it. Oh wait. Before I say anything, is it? I think what it is. What's the word again? Inchling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. This is what it looks like. So we have Alyssa Mank as who's voiced by Jasmine, Angelica voiced by Angelica, Jessica, Softia by Softia, Jasmine by Angelica, Mrs. Goldberry also by Angelica. I have questions.
I think Inchlings, if Fox Predatory is doing like the allure of like the folklore or whatever, is a race that's similar to humans, but they are much smaller size. So I guess you could say some sort of like the Hobbits, but I don't think not quite.
I'm guessing it's more similar to like Tom Thumb and Thumbelina in a way, but yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess that tracks because like human thumbs are used to like measure inches sometimes. Obviously not entirely accurate because everyone's thumbs are like different sizes, but yeah. Also, the word for thumb in Spanish is pulgar, and the word for inch is pulgada. So it comes from there. So yes, there you go. One thumb tall.
Oh, Jessica told me to give you these.
Oh, thank you.
This doesn't sound like there was a lot of voice direction because I would have definitely asked for a retake for that line, especially if it was my own sibling, who I presumably lived with at the time.
No problem. Do you need any help?
Oh, yeah. Actually, can you deliver these to Mrs. Goldberry? I have so much to bake.
Wait, but she has multiple letters, right? So doesn't she have more to actually do? And they're very important.
I don't know.
You shouldn't mix paper with baked goods if she hasn't finished her deliveries yet. Or unless they're all the letters for one person.
And
Inchling is also a Japanese folklore too. Comparable
There's
to
orange-
the English thumb thumb. Yeah. Alright. Anyways.
It's helping me.
No one's helping you, sweetie.
Oh, that goes Kitty.
Konnichiwa.
Are you okay, dear? Do you need to lay down for a minute? I can make you some tea and...
No, it's okay. It's just a slight cough.
Yeah, that's how it starts. Then it becomes diphtheria.
No big.
Imagine if this was just like this is the prequel to Balto.
Right. If you say so, dear.
No.
Take care.
Oh my!
Wow.
Did you
The
oh my
green
god!
pine
Oh my god! I think we found a more we call it a ghost orb of the Kai Master green screen.
So not only was this video made in Kind Master, but the screenshots were taken with Kind Master rather than being taken in Gacha and transferred to Kind Master. So we have 2 layers of watermarks at all times.
Oh god. Wait, what?
Why does she have? Where did her voice go? She had a voice before, right? This is like Mrs. whatever her name was.
She did. Yep.
Mrs. Goldberry. Yeah.
Mrs. Goldberry, hello. I am Mrs. Goldberry. Nice to meet you.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Little Wet. Anyway. Oh, voice acting and decent character designs. Nice. Yeah. undirected voice
They
acting,
are
but
pretty
voice acting
decent.
nonetheless.
Where's Alyssa, dear? She didn't seem well, though.
Okay, I'm gonna guess that whoever this VA is like missed a line, and there was no time to get
Yeah.
back. Because I will say this did come out on Christmas Eve, so I presume that means that that they were working on a time crunch, which I can understand. There was also a line that I didn't record of Silas actually for the Christmas special because he has no lines at all because a lot of stuff got cut out. But that also meant like I had to accommodate for that in the Christmas special, so I just took out the context before it and the response from Morwenna as a result of that. And yeah, so no one can tell the difference now. And I'm not and guess what? I'm not going to tell you where that line was. So if you think you can tell the difference is where it is, you're lying. Okay, maybe there was 2 lines that got missed. A bit more difficult to ignore,
Or
admittedly.
maybe it's a different person that we're not supposed to know?
I guess. Oh, mystery character, yeah.
Yes, but she
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Why is there a mystery character with only text for a voice? In a cast with only 3 people, you would think that that wouldn't be an issue.
didn't want to. I'm very worried for her.
Interesting transition.
Oh, it's Oh Holy Night and the playing in the background. That's another one of my favorites. Honestly, if I could actually direct like an in-person choir, maybe I would have gone with Oh Holy Night instead of We Three Kings because I love that one, especially when it's sung by a choir. But yeah, that was never going to work for individual recordings. That'd be way too mean.
Hey, Mr. Cuddles.
Jeez,
you know it's only
the props.
7 days until Christmas? I hope
He's
Mommy
stuck
and Daddy.
behind the chair.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you were talking about the bear being on chat. No. Yeah. Yeah, the child is behind the chair.
Come home. Christmas was their favorite.
I would not trust a child of that age with that close to a hob by herself. I'm guessing. I mean, the idea is that the parents are either they're dead or they're not around. I couldn't really understand what was being said there. But yeah, if they're just not around, I'll honestly just please hire a nanny.
Oh no!
Oh, that's a good idea for a Christmas episode. Actually, a nanny gets hired, but is secretly one of Santa's elves from the North Pole, like like just on a pilgrimage,
God.
and yeah, of course, ends up with a wholesome message of like, this elf, for all the magic and such, it doesn't compare to to having your actual family be there and the parents return, and then eventually Merry Christmas, the elf like watches from afar, smiles, and returns to the North Pole, something like that. Nanny McPhee, basically.
I forgot to write my Christmas list.
McPhee.
There you go. What a shame I'm never doing a Christmas special again in my life, because that would be a good story.
Dear Santa,
Someone else make that. Someone else write that. Ghost Kitty, put it on the list.
Yes.
I know it might be a little late to write you a letter,
But I wish for a background. Please give me a background.
but I hope you get it. I'm kind of sad because I ask for the same thing every year and you never give it to me. So I'll ask one last time.
Okay, this is a slight tangent, but this has reminded me of this video that my primary school friends showed me like 11 years ago or so. It's called like The Letter from Miguelito. It's it's like one of those like old school viral YouTube videos, and it starts off like this with like someone like doing like a voice like, "Dear Santa, I've been such a good boy, etc." Blah 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 blah, doing like a classic letter. All I wanted to ask was for a bike, and you never gave that to me. And then like halfway through, it starts like, and that's why I don't understand why the F you haven't done it, blah 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 blah. Like starts like threatening Santa, like yelling at the top of his lungs, and like yeah, basically it was like that. It's like I'm gonna scare away the raiders. You have to like go back walking to the effing North Pole, like I have to do now because you haven't given me the effing bike. Like, yeah, that kind of thing. And then it's like ends up with like, sincerely, Miguelito.
God.
I haven't thought about that video in years. That was a classic. Anyway, I had to see the original characters of the creator, which is not considering the fact that the last time we had both characters from Aphmau and Ninjago, which is kind of chaotic.
Please, can we not talk about the Ninjago? Like, oh
I mean,
my god.
You say that like original characters for the creator is like, do you say that like it's not the status quo in Gacha? Like, there's plenty of adaptations and characters that are there, but most of the time people make their own stuff in Gacha.
Yeah.
One of the things you can actually commend is not everything is as derivative as it could be. It's mostly derivative of each other. That was the problem back in the day. But anyway, edited in paper. Oh, sorry, edited in paper, like not edited in like this was like edited on a piece of paper. Never mind.
Yes, that's how
It's a
they
flip
did
book.
it.
It's a they filmed a flip book. They printed it out and then just did.
Can you please give me back Mommy and Daddy?
Okay, so they are dead. Right, just checking.
I haven't seen them in so long. They told me they will be back and they never came. I just hope you can give them back.
Okay, or maybe they are. Like, okay, never mind. I'm still confused about them. But that also raises the questions like who this child is living with currently. Because the implication of her having to like cook over a hot stove by herself is that she lives alone, which that's not legal. I don't know what country this is set in, but I'm going to guess that that's not legal.
To me before Christmas so I could spend it with them. Thank
Oh, well, here's your bike, little Miguelito. I made it very special. Has a bike made of coal. It doesn't move anywhere, so as soon as Miguelito goes step on the pedals, it breaks and collapses.
Yes.
And like catches fire.
What is this? And it's
all right.
again, I watched that and I was like, it's not bad, but why with like description of like like why? It feels like I was like reading a book.
What can I say? The parents wanted a dog instead of a human.
you and Merry Christmas, Mr. Santa Claus.
You're not meant to. This is probably why you haven't got your letter in. You're supposed to put the recipient at the top of the letter, not at the bottom. You're not signing it Mr. Santa Claus. You're not Mr. Santa Claus. You're Jasmine, I think. Or was that your VA's name? I'm still. No, you're Alyssa. There you go. That's what your VA's Jasmine. God. Okay.
Let's just get through this.
Dear Lord, I don't know if you can hear me, but if you can, please listen.
Oh, nice. Asking both Santa and Jesus. Very resourceful.
Please make me feel better, at least until Christmas. I need to be able to see my friends and Mommy and Daddy.
What on earth was that one image of a bed doing there? Anyway, next day. Back to the opening shot.
Huh?
I do like that opening shot of like on the bed. I mean, it is cliche for a character to wake up on to wake up and have that be the Kickstarter for the episode and then having it come back constantly, but at least there's a more creative way of doing that than I see in most gachas. So that's something. You can't always look as remind you of the main character of My Endless Hope, which is actually why I'm adopting her. I mean, to some extent, obviously the obvious difference being that the character from My Endless Hope was at least taken to an orphanage. She was still lied to by the parents who never actually came back for her. But like,
but then she saw her mommy and dad towards the end, which we will never know what happened.
That was the intention was for them to never see by them was never to see the child again.
Right,
that was the coincidence. But yeah, like at least they left her in a place where she'd be looked after rather than alone in a house.
Yeah.
This is like Home Alone if all the McAllisters died. And Kevin was just like, God. Kevin stands over the gravestone. "Oh, I made my family disappear." Just a row of 14 tombstones, and he walks past all of them. I have a lot of dark humor today. I'm not sure what's going on with me. First the diphtheria joke, and now this. What is going on today?
Did Aiden influence on you? Like,
I don't know.
There.
I brought you some soup.
Oh, thank you.
How about a social worker? Well, I want one of those, please. I know.
wait. Is Home Alone on my Disney? Wait, let me fact check this.
What? Oh, are you saying is it on Disney Plus? I think it is actually. That's not what we watched on Christmas. I got it so I could watch Percy Jackson with my brother.
It was made by 21st Century, but Disney owes them, hence why.
There you go.
Dang it! I was so close to cracking the code about Disney. So close.
You don't have a fever.
Huh?
Here, eat your soup.
It's like, okay, I will. I was going to, but then you held my head in place.
Can I go play outside now?
No, finish. You didn't touch your soup.
Wow.
Actually, eat the soup.
Did you
I want to see your character at least lift the bowl up to your face, bare minimum.
finish your soup?
Yeah.
No.
Okay then.
Okay, fine. Back to Morwenna with horns.
So pretty.
Alyssa!
I'll be honest. Snowmen have been permanently ruined for me by Ryan George.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know if you see when his sketch dissecting the first guy to build a snowman. Where it just
Oh.
it's like, oh yes, you see that's a person. I made that person out of snow. That's not a person. You just a person does not look like that. That's more like is that an ant? It's like something's like, oh, don't worry, I just need. So how do you evolve this? Oh well, first of all, we need to get some coal for the jet black eyes that people have. just jet black sedimentary rock or something. I'm not doing it justice. Watch the original sketch. Anyway.
I heard you coughing a lot. Are you okay now? Let's go see the others.
Can someone just take her to a local GP or something? Why they're all just like, hey, I heard you coughing. Hey, you might have a fever. You're fine. At least a pharmacist. Is there a local pharmacist? That's all I ask.
Or urgent care, just to make sure.
I mean, that depends because obviously there's you want to save that for real emergencies, but yeah, because
urgent care is for simple things like coughing or running a little bit of fever or whatever, and then
okay.
but then we do have real emergencies. But urgent care is a place to go to if you're not really having a super bad emergency. Where
Oh, okay, yeah. So in Spain they have a thing called urgencias, which
Okay.
it just translates to urgencies, and that's usually when you're in dire situation, if you had a very terrible accident, or you've come down with something extremely severe. That's why I was like, okay.
Yeah.
What's this random snowflake over in the corner? Probably the capture thing from Gacha. I call that snowflake plot being the same one they used to show Adam getting his powers in Adam Code Purple. You have a remember that? But the outlines on the tail is bugging me. I will be sure to reference that one.
Yeah, we'll look more into the detail. We'll crack the code.
And she leaves her napping sister. I'm just who's not in the snow. Well, the sister's awake now, I guess, and seems to I mean,
Just realized.
sticking out her tongue must be a common thing, but I'm gonna also say that this makes sense because kids will stick out their tongues to try and capture, like, have snowflakes land on them. So yeah,
Or rain.
yeah. Obviously, in this case, snow. But
No,
yeah,
no, yeah.
okay, and she's doing it again.
Oh,
Okay,
the
maybe she's
tail.
just a lizard. Maybe she's just a lizard. I don't know.
Wait, where did the scissor keep? Wait, I have what?
Yeah, the sister the sister's like a weeping angel. She only moves when no one's looking.
Ah, yes, yes. She's a human, weeping angel.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Hey, you. Do you want to build a snowman?
they just not.
I
make
can't
up
help but think of My Street whenever I hear that. Also, backwards hand again.
Why?
Yeah. Sorry to hate to tell you this, but that snowman was there before. So
Right.
you built nothing.
Alyssa, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm sorry. Was she supposed to be coughing again? She has a voice actor. Just record your voice actor coughing. It's not hard.
Literally, hold up, wait.
Whoa, and the Oscar goes to. See what I mean? Oh, speaking of Oscars, by the way, if anyone hasn't voted on my community tab as to what categories I should actually have in the awards in the awards ceremony, or any nominations that you might have for said categories, then please do so.
Guys, make sure to nominate my Zelda movie. I need to have a nominee for or come on. Just come on, guys. Give me at least a nominee for something as well. Please.
Yeah. Remember, the rule is that it has to have been reviewed on Gacha Review in the year 2023. So
Exactly.
including Zelda, obviously, yeah. And random girl who I was talking to, I assume is the mother of the two pink-haired girls.
I'll be right back.
Potentially. Also, I can see the outlines now, and yeah, they are like faint but they're only faint in comparison to the other outlines that you can see. That's probably why and the tail seems like it's got it looks desaturated. I'm not sure if that's just because of the colors selected. That's probably why it stands out more.
You are not
What also stands out more is the fact that the music cut out at this point.
okay. Let's take you home, right?
Was this an attempt to? Oh, I paused it. I paused it at a missing frame, clearly. But I was going to say, was this an attempt to do a close up? I guess that's an interesting alternative if you don't know how to do that. But I will say, if you don't know how to zoom in your editing software, on my tutorial, I have a suggestion, which is to resize the background so that way it does look like it's closer up, much like they did in Storage Apocalypse, or should have done. I think I can't remember if they did or didn't.
No.
What happened?
You were coughing a lot, then you fell.
How do you feel?
I feel a bit dizzy, but I should be fine soon.
Stay in bed. You need some rest.
This is the real reason that the parents disappeared. Our child has COVID. We gotta get out of here.
Get well soon, so we can play together.
Isn't her bed behind you? Why are you facing this way? Like, I'm not saying do back face necessarily, because back facing characters. That's gonna sound like something else if I say that on YouTube. I said back face in case the captions didn't catch that. Yeah, well, I say I don't saying do back facing characters, but at least have them in the background and resize it again. But anyway. There's so many transitions in this, and I guess you had to wait until the transition was off the screen. This is what happens if you don't pre-render your scenes, that you apply a transition and it can only apply to one layer of the background, and so you end up with this. I suppose you also could have done the same transition on top of this character, and then it would because of the way that it works, it'd be superimposed, and so it would just come up as 1. That's another option, but yeah. And yeah, that voice does sound like Emily, but yeah, specifically like Emily, like doing like a high pitched voice. I was trying to place where I'd heard that before. But hey, Emily's not in the credits, so I don't know anything about that.
Come in.
How do you feel? Do you need anything?
Okay, so we've got Sophia checking.
I'm good.
Okay then.
Can we please cut to something?
Don't
We see the title card. It's 3 days till Christmas. Cool. Show us Sophia and Alyssa, please.
worry. I'll be fine soon.
Maybe this was a time crunch. This wasn't caught in the edits. Considering again, this came out on Christmas Eve.
Come in.
Hey.
What happened to your eyes? It's like a mirror inversion of each other. Good lord, that is horrifying.
How are you feeling?
As is that mouth position is much further up on the face.
I feel fine.
You don't look fine.
Bring her some medicine.
I'll go make some tea and some soup.
Make some medicine.
Okay, Alyssa.
Like, for crying out loud, I'll take alternative treatments at this point. Give me some herbs and spices. I don't care. Just do something.
Now that Angelica's gone, when did all this start?
Huh?
Like, when did you start coughing? These aren't normal coughs.
Last year.
And you didn't tell anyone?
How did no one notice he was coughing for an entire year? How lonely is this child? How long has she been alone for?
I'm sorry. I didn't want you to worry anyone, and I didn't think it would get this bad. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but we'll try to get through it together. You are going to stay in bed, okay? Until you get better.
Yeah, that hasn't happened for a year, so it's obviously not going to go away. Take her to a doctor, a pharmacist, a GP, a medical practitioner, I don't know, a shaman, I don't care what, just do something. Yeah, that's why the other hasn't like died yet, because all the germs survive on the surface of the teddy bear, yeah. How do these people know this little girl? I think one of them, Mrs. like Gold, whatever it was, Mrs. Goldberry, I think she's a neighbor. I presume that the others like know her from probably school or somewhere, and all these their younger siblings do. Not really sure. We don't get a backstory on them because I'm guessing that that these characters feature a lot on this channel outside of it, considering that they're like the self-inserts of the creators and friends. And Alyssa's the only person who seems to be like named. Besides Mrs. Goldberry, they almost seem to be named after someone else. So, if I understand correctly, because like Jasmine voices Alyssa, but Jasmine is also also is a character in this episode. So I'm guessing they know each other from real life, and therefore they don't know how they met each other. And Alyssa is an child who has been living by herself at least a year, probably more, considering based on as a Santa, and they just haven't addressed her yet. So yeah.
I'm back. Oh, interrupting anything?
Not really. They're just kind of standing there.
No, not at all.
Well, okay. Here's the soup. The cupcakes are almost done.
Yeah, here's the soup, child. Let me put it where you can't reach it.
I wish.
I mean, there's definitely some crime being committed here, probably on the same level as one of these, yeah. This point, so I'd say those like hospital. They should have taken her to a social worker before that, but hospital now.
I can do that.
Wakey, wakey, Alyssa.
We got something to show you.
You know, you can just say that you can just show us it being dark outside. You don't have to put that in the time card to say that it's dark. We can use our eyes that we also use to read the text that says dark outside.
Okay, close.
And it's not dark outside. Fun fact, you can dim a background in Gacha, either with color correction in post-production like I did, or in the actual app itself.
Close your eyes.
And it can apply
Do I
shading to the
hear
characters
music?
too.
You can open your eyes now.
Oh, Mrs. Dysart's robes. And Melinda's tail.
This is beautiful.
I hope you like it.
Come on, dear. Let's eat.
They're just dancing along to the We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And teleporting in front of layers. And the table's gone. And the image has faded. And I guess she fainted and came back. There's so much that got glossed over there. Alyssa always made everyone smile. Everyone smiles when they see Alyssa. If it weren't for that present tense, I would have said that this is like them confirming that this was Alyssa's last Christmas. No matter how tough things are, Alyssa would always be there to make you happy. Honestly, this does feel like a eulogy. So if the twist is that she actually like died after this, I would not be surprised. Her sickness never bothered her. All she wants is to make everyone smile, and that's the name of the title drop. There you go. Next year, Christmas Day. What did I say? I knew it. I knew they were going like this. Yeah, that's why we don't take her to a hospital, idiots. Yeah, see, look at this. That's violently coughing everyone. She just needs some soup and rest. She'll be fine. You know that one episode of My Street when Aphmau is sick? I think the episode is called Aphmau is Sick. And like people find out, and the more that happens, like the more people find out, the more of like a panic ensues. Everyone's trying to do what they think is best, and meanwhile, Aaron is trying to like get everyone away because he just wants Aphmau to have some soup and rest, and that's it. In that case, that is all she needed because it was just like one casual moment of sickness, and then that was it. But everyone else was like, no, she needs to be taken to hospital right now. You need CPR, blah, 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 like that kind of stuff. This feels like the exact opposite of that. Like, there's being too panicky around someone's illness is way better than doing nothing about it. Like, and like the idea is we're supposed to feel like, we're supposed to feel like sad about this because she never got to see her parents again. They never returned, or whatever happened to them. She never found out the truth. There's a lot of like unfinished potential here. I just feel more annoyed at the characters for, again, like, what? How am I, Starburst? I am done with this video. That's how I am. Yeah. So on a technical level, I at least appreciate some of the attempts at zoom ins at different angles and having some use of custom backgrounds and imports of props. Like we actually have food on a table, which seems like a rarity in these Christmas specials. But other than that, the story falls apart. So, yeah. Which, by the way, since you're here, Starburst, I think you actually had a a Christmas video or something, right? Wasn't that a thing? I'm trying to remember. I will try and look that up because looking up your name on YouTube is actually difficult because there's a lot of results that you get that aren't related to you. Let's see. I was hoping that KW would be here to like entertain the stream while I actually did this because I didn't get a chance to download the other videos because basically the reason why is because I was talking about I was on a call with people and so I didn't really get a chance to prepare everything except for in the credits because they're all in order by Josh. I don't know. You have a short nutshell holiday special. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Again, it depends like when you like if you're gonna even show up in my YouTube search. Okay, it's here. Merry Christmas, everyone! Holiday special. Okay, yes, I can see it now. Okay, we'll do that one next since you're here now. Oh, scientists warn zombie deer disease could spread to humans as cases surge across the US. I had to open up a new tab, that's what. I have Holy Night in my head now. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ba, da, da. Okay, it's loaded. Thank goodness. It's not good when I can't see chat at the same time as doing these streams, and no one's here to talk over me. So yeah, next up on the chopping board, I'm glad you asked, Ghost Kitty, because it is from our very own Starburst here. It is It's Christmas holiday holiday special nutshell gacha club YouTube and friends. So I hope you remember my deep dive into the Starburst lore because I've missed out on a lot of details now. So we'll just pretend I remember who everyone is. You are a total simp. Ah yes, displaying one case of affection. Immediate evidence of simpage. Also, who are they talking to? Anyway. Great job, you guys. The tree is beautiful. Thank you, Cat. Should have a comma. I know we sat up the Christmas tree inside. We sat up the Christmas tree. We sat on it on the inside, and then we carried it out while we were still sitting, and like a space hopper, and we put it on, and we like plopped it outside. If you're gonna decorate a tree outside, just leave it there. There's clearly like several other ones in the background there. But we want a tree decorated as in like we want a tree decorated. Like, okay. You want to decorate a tree. By the way, where the wedding of you and Audrey? Where the every sentence? Oh, I guess we never find out. But the wedding of Kat and Audrey shall remain a mystery for the rest of time. It wasn't important apparently, but the question was. Cool, good to know. Merry Christmas, Father. Papa, Merry Christmas. it's time for Christmas toasty hugs. What? Also, I'm wait, hold on. You don't know either. Oh, you were trying to will that into existence. I see. So a Kat and Audrey, like two of your real life friends who are dating, and you're wanting to know when the wedding. Okay, right, got it. Understood. I'm just wondering now who Toasty is, and also why this character who wears glasses has no eyes. Does not defeat the purpose of wearing glasses. Thanks, Cupcake. Christmas is here. Why was that a Vine Boom? Vine Boom is normally accompanied like something quick. That was a slow fade in. Anyway, just kiss already. Just kiss already. Shout out to Little Karibo. If you know, you know. I have not heard that song before. I need to look that up. Maybe meant to be toast. Yeah, probably. Okay. Why are you on that Christmas tree? Because I am one. Oh! Oh, you're half Spanish. Okay. Muy interesante. Me acordé de eso. Para otro día. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas. Oh, you should have had some Spanish Christmas songs in here. Come on, you gotta have some classics in here. La Virgen se está peinando entre cortina y cortina. Los cabellos son de oro y el peine de plata fina. Pero mira cómo beben los peces en el río. Imagine if that had been the choir song for the Christmas special of News and Girl. I just force everyone to sing in Spanish because I have too much nostalgia. Actually, yeah, Feliz Navidad. That would have been the perfect. Yeah, that would have been the perfect. Like at least like it's a halfway point, quite literally. Yeah, there's one of people. There's one everyone knows. Oh, okay, there you go. I got nothing. I don't know what to say about that than what I've said already. But yeah, I feel like I would probably enjoy that a lot more if I like knew all the people involved, and obviously that's the issue when you're like making stuff that with like too many inside jokes. But for what it served its purpose clearly. Yeah, I do speak Spanish. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, because I used to live in Spain. So yeah, that's where I learned. I have a lot of I have a lot of like of nostalgia for this, like for Spain, particularly like around the time that I was like there, which was like 2007 to 2012. So that's why I occasionally drop like references that no one else gets. But yeah, I know what Fidel is because of Dora the Explorer. That makes sense. By the way, I have talked to KW about the Zelda crossover. Which, by the way, when KW is back, I've got to remember I also should mention I've started a different thing as well. But anyway, please, please what? I forgot what that was in reference to. I said so many things at once. Okay, next video. What else is prepare install? Oh, okay. There's I think this is the description for the next video that we're going to watch right now. So I'm going to load up that image and hopefully it corresponds because Josh didn't really say. Yeah, so yeah, okay, yeah. Next video. Yeah, it is the next video. So yeah, Crystal Astrofel is called Finding Home. GCMM Gacha Mini Movie Original. But I have original in the title. put the image on the screen here that Josh has sent. Okay, here we go. All right. After losing his parents at such a young age, his grandma no longer being able to care for him, Lincoln is sent to an orphanage. See? An actual attempt to safeguard the child. That's all we can ask for in this situation. But yeah, witnessing many kids being adopted, he loses hope of finding his forever home. With the time being so close to Christmas, he makes the decision to run away weeks before his 18th birthday to avoid being thrown out, left to fend for himself. So he decides to leave before he's made to leave. That makes sense. During this time, he meets a young girl named Mary, and after sharing their past, they bond almost immediately. Link has never believed in soulmates, but he really begins questioning after this interaction. Will Link be successful in his mission to find a new home? Feels like we pivoted away from that. We went to a romance plot, which, by the way, is a thing that happens in lots of gacha videos that actually becomes a concern at some point, because because eventually a lot of the stories that start off with like a solid premise end up sacrificing that to instead have to cope with just being about the romance all of a sudden. Like suddenly like a love interest is introduced, and then this plot becomes everything to do with that, and instead of it being a supplementary piece of the story. Yeah. Always feel free to give feedback on some of this. Good, I intend to. Always want to hear advice on how to improve. Had a very much time to complete this, but I'm very happy with the result overall. It's quite short. Okay, Kevin's got to go. Just said that. Swersel's giving me a headache. Sorry. All right. Well, by the way, I started writing Earth Takes Gold, so I've got about a page of material, so it's on its way. Okay, but yeah, bye. Okay, what was I saying? I'm very happy with the result. It's quite short compared to my other stories, but I hope you all enjoy this. Hope you all have Merry Christmas and have Happy New Year. Okay, I'm guessing this probably also came up. That this also came out like around around the Christmas season, like specifically. I mean, no, I like within like the last few days. It was early. That might have made it pick up more traction. Kind of hard to say, in all honesty. Yeah, I've loaded up the video on the side in case there's any discrepancies. Yeah, this isn't voice acted, so it's 21 minutes long, so it's not like it's a short video, which I guess means we better get started, otherwise we're going to be here forever. So, let's see, load this up. Everything's running so slowly today.
It went like this.
The idea of like a bass drop happening, but then becoming a lullaby is hilarious. It's like you're about to, it's like you're about to drop the beat, and then you remember that your baby is sleeping in the other room, so you just like decide to immediately like shut down the volume. I totally never heard of any stories that stray away from the plot because of romance. Totally. Let me just shoves the ghost girl back into the closet. I do remember that happening. They didn't get too far in the romance side either because it was still like being built up. But yeah. Hello, is this Mrs. Enid Alistair? I was kidding about the McAllisters earlier. Yes, it is. I'm calling from Brooksham Station. I'm afraid there's been an accident on train line 13. An accident? Oh dear. See, I can cough too. I hope everyone's okay. An accident? Darcy Allister and her husband Franklin Allister were on that train. You don't mean... Mrs. Allister, I'm so sorry for your loss. What happened, Grandma? Grandma? And there we go. So that covers what we said in the description too. Okay. A person who also still has a hybrid as an OC. Is this? Oh yeah. Okay. So you saw in the intro. Okay, yeah, that's why. That nightmare again. It's as if that memory is just embedded in my mind. Almost every night it finds its way to corrupt my dreams. I haven't had a normal dream since I first came here, and it sucks. Who is he saying this to? Like, maybe he's like, he doesn't go into narration for us, so he's like recapping his own life to himself and no one else. I wish Mama and Papa were still here. We don't even need any of this. We just need like him waking up, looking down, like maybe like holding back some tears or something, and then like he eventually gets up. That's all we needed for this. We don't need any more of this text. Lincoln, come join us for breakfast before there's nothing left. Coming, Dennis. Stay right where you are, because I, Sir Dennis, will send my soldiers to get you. Well, I'll get my soldier to get you first. I have Mr. Bear at my team. He is the best. Not fair. We need not to bring Mr. Bear into this. Where's Mr. Bear? Is Mr. Bear? This has been a clever to like get a visual gag of Mr. Bear holding a sword. That's all we needed there. Anyway. It's like you're not my main OC anymore, stuff the hybrid OC. It's just still your profile picture. Come on, guys. Now play nice. You can. It's great to see you two, fresh as daisies in the morning. Before you hurt yourselves with swords. These cardboard swords and crowns are so cool. You did an awesome job making them. Thanks, Dennis. I'm glad you all like them. Want to play with us? You can be the evil dragon monster. I'd love to, but after we have breakfast. Okay. Hurry, let's get in line before the other soldiers arrive. Chicken soup again? This is the third time this week. Third, but it's only Tuesday. Exactly! Reminds me of Nekoet's sarcasm in Falcon Claw University. I had chicken soup for breakfast and lunch yesterday. That's because you wait too long and got leftovers. Hey, it's Elliot's fault. He put all the toys away by myself. And you're sure that's not because you made all the mess, Noah? Maybe. Just try to make a mess next time you take things from the toy box. If you do, make sure to put everything away before Miss Runa sees. Okay. Now eat up. Someone's coming to visit later today. To adopt one of us? Two of us, Dennis. Both of you make sure to be on the best behavior foot when they arrive. You know what? This reminds me a bit of Mirabelle in Encanto. Because when I think it was Antonio, right? Like the younger cousin. When Antonio was like was being chosen for you know, like to find out what his quirk was going to be. They're quirks. Let's be real. Encanto is My Hero Academia told by Disney. Anyway, so he's trying to find out what his power is going to be, but like he's nervous, even though Mirabelle like has this building jealousy or this rise of like a sense of dread that she's going to be left alone in the nursery again. She's still trying to like hype up Antonio, so you can tell even though Link is actually struggling with this idea that he's been told in the description. At least he's not making it anyone else's problem. He's dealing with it in his own way. Obviously, that's going to build up to a thing that is not ideal in the future, but But that's at least a nice detail we've got going on here. It adds a lot to his character, and visually we can tell that he is so much bigger than any of the other kids who are still here, which further adds to not only has he not been adopted like the other kids would have been, but he's seemingly the only one, at least in this shot right here, that hasn't achieved that yet. See, this is the kind of environmental storytelling we needed. Visual storytelling with a few context clues, and that's all you need. None of that stuff from earlier. Okay, yeah, it was Antonio. Good. Stand up straight, everyone. Don't forget to smile. It's a big day for two of you. Come on, who's going to get up today? I've run out of voices. I'm so excited. Me too. I'm nervous. Don't be nervous, Ida. Like Miss Runa says, it's a big day for two of us. If you don't get chosen, it's a really special moment for those who do. I'm guessing he's had to tell himself that multiple times over the years. And I'm guessing these are also the only children. So now we get to see the entire time, then yeah, here we are. And yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Like what the bands signify. If people matching bands of the siblings. I mean, you could just. I mean, there's only 6 kids there. You could probably just say who they are, but I suppose it's possible. Either that, or they have a leveling up system like an Average Academy. You're right. Thanks, Big Brother Lincoln. Thanks, Lincoln Oni-chan. I already know for sure that it won't be me. It's nice to see all the other kids happy, though. Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Wilson. I can tell you both excited as the children. Indeed we are. After losing our 2 little boys only 3 days old. You probably shouldn't be smiling and laughing when you say that. That's not how a parent who's lost a child would act in this situation, but okay. No self-representation of the kid with the hijab. Yeah, her name was Ida. I think, yeah. I believe that's how it's spelled. Also, I think it's also called a headscarf. Yeah, I've heard it both ways too. I guess it does seem interesting because normally that's a choice that they've played to like buy parents pass down the religion that way. But I guess maybe she was old enough to still make the choice to keep that for herself, or they kept it on as members of her parents. It adds like an extra layer of mystery on top of representation, honestly. We thought the best option would be to adopt to avoid another heartbreak. Oh, I guess you mean because there was like complications with like, you know, infant mortality. Okay, that part that tracks. Yeah. I was gonna say you can still lose adoptive children, but it's not like in the way that it's being implied. Yeah. It could be a nervous moment to pretend to be happy, but she doesn't need to pretend to be happy when she talks about. But she talks about losing her children. No one will begrudge someone for not acting happy in that situation. Anyway, we're going to give a loving forever home to 2 of you. After days of thinking and rewatching introduction videos, we finally came to a decision. They make introduction videos? Really? I mean, I guess that is one way to speedrun this process and not have to have them interact with all the children like right now. Although they probably still should. Most officers would do that. But I guess if you're running out of time for this video to come out, which I say that now, I guess it's loaded, so I can tell. It came out on December 30th of last year, 2022. So I guess this was a late submission for Christmas, so I can see why some of this stuff would have been rushed. I get it now. This video is a year old tomorrow. Or it's a year old in half an hour for me. The 2 who are getting adopted are... Ida and Noah. Oh, so two of the characters that oh wait, we saw Noah before. Okay, I thought it was gonna be Dennis and Noah. Honestly, I guess two boys for two boys, but there you go. I guess surprised me. Really? I'm finally get and Lincoln, of course, is talking about that he's just encouraged her, but now that it's actually come to it, he's now having to deal with the fact that it's not him again. Yeah, I can see. He really is Mirabelle. Yay, Dennis, did you hear that? We are getting adopted. No. The Ida and Dennis do not sound similar. What are you talking about? Come on, let's get our bags now. No, she only said your name. But I thought you'd come with me. We're supposed to stay together forever. Oh, not this again. You remind me of Valentina from yesterday. Good lord. Oh dear, there wasn't any mention of anyone needing to be adopted together. That's probably because they probably made a pact themselves. Honestly, I don't think that was necessarily a request from. I don't know whether or not it was like their own whether they have the same parents or not. I'm not sure if Dennis and Noah are actually siblings or not. They got different bands. Is this some kind of mistake? Noah's been here since he was a baby. He and Dennis were raised here together. Noah's his only true friend. You can't just separate them like that. Okay, don't yell at them. They didn't know. If this wasn't disclosed to them, that's not their fault. That should have been in the introduction video or something. Lincoln, there's no way to speak to our visitors. I'm not letting you adopt Noah without Dennis too. Link, just forget it. Here, take good care of him. You're giving me Mr. Bear? Oh, I could be on the soldier team. That ties up very nicely. And we're only just starting this video, and it already feels like it's there. Anyway, must be Valentina's cousin. Valentina did grow up in an orphanage at one point, so it could have been this one. Also, hello to Silly Cyan VA. I don't recognize your name, but welcome. Keep it with me. Oh, I went back by accident. Okay, here we go. I guess the bags are already packed. I guess Miss Runa knew beforehand this was just a dramatic reveal for all the kids. It feels kind of cruel, honestly. Here, line up. We've already made our decision, and we're just gonna like discuss it in front of everyone, make four of you feel extremely bad. I'll miss you both already. I thought Ida was going to get thrown under the bus there for a second, honestly. Like, instead of adopting Ida, they're going to adopt Dennis instead so he and Noah can stay together. I'm so glad they didn't go in that direction. Did you miss anything? Yes, Ida and Noah here have been adopted by the Wilsons, and we're now in a freeze frame of the same image, but shaded. Which I like it this way, actually. I mean, I'm so used to seeing like line art and stuff because obviously we've got Emily, but yeah, like just shading one still image goes a long way, or applying a filter to it. Either way, possibly both. It's Noah's birthday today. Every year we make paper party hats during craft hour and tell each other jokes. We've never missed a year. It's only been a day and I miss him so much already. Wow, he got adopted the day before his birthday. That was some solid timing there. Maybe that was deliberate so the parents could celebrate the birthday together with him now. I know, Dennis, I know. It pains me seeing how heartbroken he is, but I know there's nothing I can really do to help him. Honestly, do the activity with him instead of Noah. That might cheer him up at least. Noah's losing his inner Valentina. Yeah. Almost everyone's been adopted now. First Ada and Noah, then Wendy and Elliot. Okay, I guess they weren't important enough to show on screen. We're just going to narrate that they were adopted. Like, not even an image of them being... not even an image of someone coming onto the screen and then, like, them walking away like before. I wish they had a still image, but okay. Then 2 more, then 3 more, then a few more. How many of you were there? The seems like there were only 6 orphans in total left. Now it's only Dennis and Kat left from our quarter of the building. I'm confused that there's quarters. The building was quartered the whole time. It's been 2 months and both of them are still here. It's so close to Christmas, too. I don't want them to spend another Christmas here, waiting for their happily ever after. I hope their time comes soon so I can escape all of this without having the guilt of leaving them behind. I see he's already, he's probably going to, I think he's already trying to enact his plan. That's the implication I get. I only have a few months left before I'm thrown out anyway. I'd rather leave before then so I can at least be prepared for when it truly becomes a reality. And is Lincoln a nickname for people named Lincoln? I guess it could be. I never heard it used personally, but it makes sense. But no, this is like a consistent thing. It's called Link a lot of the time. If I leave now, no one will notice until the morning, right? There's a fire director at the end of the hallway that's always unlocked. But it's by Miss Runa's room. I mean, if I'm quiet, I'll be able to go past without waking her, hopefully. I'm sorry, Dennis, but I have to leave you behind this time. I know we planned this years ago, but my time is running out. If you or Kat get adopted, make sure you fight to stay together. What if they get adopted separately? Not everyone is adopted in twos, right? That was implied to be a special case in, like you said before, it's like, oh, one of us been adopted, not one of you, 2 of you. Like it was like a rare occasion. So why would he think that Dennis and Kat would be adopted together? In fact, the whole reason Dennis was distressed was because Noah got adopted and he didn't. So having that pressure now applied to him for someone else who he's not as close to is not a good thing. Maybe Link was the Valentina the whole time and not Noah. I don't want to lose another close friend. Goodbye for now. Link, yeah. I'll be back, Dennis. Why is he... Are they... It is nighttime. Why are the kids, like, not in their beds? I have the $35 I saved up that was supposed to be for Dennis and Kat's Christmas presents. Specifically that... Okay, right, fine. I'll take that with me to get food and water. I can't believe Nancy doing this. I'm tired. The last two streams and like the overrun in Kolyoko night have taken a toll on me. Oh wow, this place is huge. I must be in town now. I almost forgot to take my tag off. People definitely noticed me and take back to the orphanage if they saw that. So that's what those were for. Not sure why they're different colors, but there you go. It's so cold out here compared to the orphanage. I guess it's because this is a coastal town. I need to find somewhere around here to buy food. Oh wait, it's Sunday night time. There's no stores open at this time around here. I'll just find somewhere to sleep until the morning. Don't have anything else besides a jacket. Well, if it's not that cold in the orphanage, I guess there would never have been a reason for it to have another jacket. Not like there could be. Not like he was expecting to leave right now. He has the $35 of food. This would be fine. It's just for one night. Where are you going to go the other nights? I definitely need to find something to eat now. I'm starving. Aha! I'll definitely find something to eat here. I'll get this. And this, and this. Hey, here. Oh, Gachas Spring Boy's here. I was just talking to Emily earlier today. Hello, welcome back. Oh, thank you. I didn't even notice. Just a heads up, the red apples are way better than the green ones. Good thing it's got both. Really? I've always preferred the green ones. Well, one of you has green eyes, the other one has a red scarf, so I guess it works out. I guess I've never really had red apples before. You can't really prefer something unless you know the difference between the two preferences, right? Haven't? Oh, you need to try one here. It's so delicious. I might one day. You have one in your hand right now. What are you talking about? Next, please. Okay, I guess it's my turn now. You'll ask me after the live stream. This live stream is going to go on for like a long time, by the way. So if you want to ask something, drop a message in Discord and I will get to it afterwards because you'll probably be asleep by that point. I'll probably be asleep. I'm very tired. Like, clearly I'm coping here. Good grief. 29, 30, 31. $31.50 left. Hopefully this money will last me a few weeks. In this economy, probably not. Hey again. What are you doing? Jacob will start an ASMR channel and also use it on himself. No, because then I'll fall asleep on stream and then I'll just watching a stream of me sleeping. I know that some people do those streams, but yeah, I think they'll work as well for me, surprisingly. Maybe that lady will come back later or something. Potentially. Oh, I mean, this lady. Yeah, no, she's a central figure because, like, in the script it says so. Yeah. Jacob sleeping the stream when? Soon, if I continue this way. Good lord. For the record, this is the longest video in the collection that Josh has sent me. So, while the other ones are like 6 minutes, some of those are voice acted, so it won't be this bad the whole way through. There. I'll just sleep on a cold park bench for one night. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah. You just see him it's like it's in Tom and Jerry. You just see him encased in a block of ice. He's not planning on skipping town. Hope he doesn't run into that orphanage lady. That's a good point. She'll probably be looking for him. I would imagine so. Or put the word out. He's probably on like milk cartons or something as well. Doesn't your mum or dad give you money? Oh, my mum and papa passed away when I was young, so now it's just me. Gets hit by a car and wakes up in another world. Yeah, and is still an orphan. Oh, that's so sad. There's an orphanage up that hill over there. They give you clean clothing, food, and shelter. I do like the fact that she doesn't know, and so that's why she suggests it. What's this story about? Well, it's about this guy, Lincoln, who, at 17, has run away from an orphanage because he knows he's going to be thrown out of it soon, because he hasn't been adopted, and he's surviving, and also apparently is going to find out question his belief in soulmates. So yeah. I'm too old to be in an orphanage now. I'm 18 in a few weeks. I was end up being kicked out, left to fend for myself after my birthday anyway. And besides, no one wants to adopt a 17-year-old. They always go for the younger ones. I guess that's just the old reality of the world we live in. Once we're a team, we assume to know how to do everything without being taught it. That's how so many end up suffering during the cold winters. Nothing but $1 or $2 in a blanket if they're lucky. Yeah, I have heard of cases where, particularly, there's a lot of there's more young people than you would think that end up like on the streets for this exact reason. So this isn't like an unfounded idea or as part of like the in the world's development. It's not like extremely common, but it does happen. Like around here, there's actually like a few very cruel cases. Even like how we've had like assemblies about it and such. Yeah. Well, so one thing in my head is something that was that in the episode of Magic School Bus where the kid removes his helmet while his space and he freezes. Yeah, that was Arnold, I think. MatPat did a whole theory about how like Arnold was that was the original Arnold, and since he never survived, he was then subsequently cloned afterwards. That was an interesting one. Look at you're the 17 though. Does he? I don't know. I guess because we've seen him in comparison to like the other kids who are they're very clearly not that age. But yeah, I suppose. I really wish it were different. Do I really look younger? Yeah, when I first saw you, I thought you were like 14. I seem to be getting grossed for your mum like I was, but now I know that's not the case. Yeah. I'm Mary, by the way. I'm Lincoln. Link for short. It was nice to meet you, Mary. Pretend I said something funny. Oh, you merry jokester, spring boy. Ah, what a classic. That's a real knee slapper, for sure. Much as in the words of the wizard, I'm gonna go for my way to Silly Town. I'll just sit here and eat. I'm just going to bed anyway, so I might as well call this my home for now. You literally just said this was only for the night, right? So I thought you had like a plan of where to go, but I guess not. It's quite cozy, to be honest. Yeah, sure, whatever, bye. I'm so goofy. Yup. That physically hurt to type. I'm so goofy. You already know. I'm the same species as Mickey's dog Pluto. Actually, apparently that's not the case. Apparently, a goof is canonically, in Disney lore, a different species to the common dog. They just share resemblances. That's why Goofy and Pluto are so different. There you go. Also, see these kids? Points to me. This is how you make a character wearing pink without being too much of an eyesore. It's more of a light purple than a pink. My point still stands. Yeah, that's true. I guess if like shuffled over the colors like one more, it would have been on the pink section. So yeah, that probably works. Hey, can I sit with you? You look a little lonely. Yeah, you think? You just told you his tragic backstory. Of course you know he's lonely. Yeah, sure. It'll be nice having some company. Seriously, please don't point at her when we're upset. Yeah, don't point at people, it's very rude. The thing like the parents say, and then no one actually cares if they're pointed at. Anyway. The only people I've talked to in my life have been kids 10 years younger than me. Meaning that the oldest kid there was 7, who I'm assuming is Ida, and therefore the others are actually even younger than that? Okay. I thought Ida was like 12 or something. Oh? I lived at the orphanage for a while when I was young, and then I left. Like, left to be adopted? Yeah, I guess. But they didn't want me anymore, so I've been left out in the cold. Okay, sometimes kids do get taken back to an orphanage after being adopted. They don't normally get abandoned and have to make their way there themselves. That's not... No. All alone with nothing but the $35 I saved up from my pocket money, which is the same amount I have today, confusingly. I just slightly dislike Mary's eyes, the same Pebbles' outfit, or at least it looks like that to me. Yeah, I think they are. It's hard to tell because of like the highlights and like the way the eyes like fade in like naturally in Gacha, but yeah, pretty sure that is the same. Oh well. Then my friend would tell me she liked someone, and I full on stand up and openly point to them and say out loud, "Oh, you mean him?" See, that in that case, the person being pointed at doesn't mind, but the person who was talking to you before, your friend, very much would. That's a specific situation there. Have you done it to Emily before, Gacha Spring Boy? Please tell me you have. Yeah, but I'll get used to it. It wouldn't be the first I've had to do this anyway. What do you mean? When Mom and Papa first passed, it was only me and Grandma left. She could no longer look after me, so she made the most difficult decision to send me to the orphanage. That is a fair point, because the grandma was mentioned and was seen briefly, but we never actually saw like her health decline every fine, so we know that from the description. That's one thing I don't like about some gacha descriptions, is that they are too descriptive. Like they'll I mean, given like a summary of the plot, I suppose, is interesting enough. I feel like descriptions in their best form should tease what's going to happen without outright confirming it. I'm not gonna say like the ones in the descriptions in these review videos do that precisely. They do still tease, but that's because I don't necessarily know what's going to be in this. Like I don't have the proper answers yet because they're blind reactions. Yeah, in this instance, but I'm referring to more so the stuff like this, the teasers I have on like old gameplay videos or the current gacha ones or any others really. Don't give away too much, but give away enough people to think, oh, okay, this could be something interesting. Sort of like the back of a book in a way. Like I always check the back of books before I buy them like just to figure out like a bit of a bit of like a synopsis of like the first part, but then not necessarily like every single detail after that. But I also don't expect to like buy a book and then have only certain details confirmed at the back of the book and not actually in the plot itself. It's the same situation. I find it silly how a lot of different characters use the like exact same playlist. I assume you mean like music playlist, which yeah, that does happen, and a lot of the time they'll just loop the same music over and over again. I guess it's because when you like once a royalty-free music track hits the mainstream, it ends up being reused by everyone because why wouldn't it? That's what they've heard and they like it and it's good and they do that. So I see where it comes from, but yeah, admittedly, there are a myriad of options out there that are not being addressed, unfortunately. But there you are. You know, NCS and Epidemic Sound, they do what they do the best they can. Also, I don't know, I think it's a little too bright. So it's why we have comments over here, then there's something wrong with this. It's Gacha review curse. Kind of. A little bit. Then again, like I say, the more I like something in Gacha, the more I dissect like the small details. Because it's got to be an entertaining video. Otherwise, I just like praising the everything for too long. In hopes of me finding a new home, but that never happened. I've been in the orphanage since I was 7 years old, and every kid I spoke to was 10 years younger than me, which means that I was alone for 3, and they came as babies. I saw so many lucky kids being adopted by loving parents, and it broke me being the only one left. Every time they all got adopted, another 8 or so would arrive. It's like the Hydra of orphanages. I was like a father to them. What I would have said an older sibling. I mean, I did call you Big Brother Lincoln, so it makes sense. They always came to me when they were hurt or needed help with anything, and I loved being there for them. Honestly, you should probably like just apply for a job there. Like, ask if you can be the assistant at the orphanage officially. But I knew I couldn't do that forever, so I left. I left Dennis and Kat alone. She doesn't know who Dennis and Kat are, so context. And promised I'd visit them if I could. No, you didn't. That was not in the letter. In fact, Kat didn't even get mentioned in that letter. It was just for Dennis. But I can't go back just yet. The orphanage owners know who I am and are probably looking for me right now. I'd be surprised if they didn't know who you were. I had to make a decision to leave them, but I had no choice. It was either leave them or wait until December 28th when I'd be thrown out on my birthday. I guess this kind of episode isn't here. I took off a second review today, so I do a lot. But hey, if you want a link to the stream, you're welcome to come on and join me here. I'm very lonely. I don't even know if Grandma's still alive or not, since the orphanage cut all contact with my biological family. I shouldn't be telling you this, as I've literally just met you and you're like a stranger to me. I need to tell someone. I don't know what to say. You've been through so much and... Hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Just reminds me of my childhood. You can tell me about it if you want. It's fine if you don't, but you really seem like you need to talk. Although she was just crying because like she didn't realize how much someone else has suffered while she was happy. Which that is a thing people that like it does hit people a lot. I get that. I grew up with 6 sisters and 2 brothers. I was the oldest of them all and basically raised them. Dad was always working, Mum was out almost all night with her friends doing who knows what. So this is the origin of Alyssa from the last video. If Alyssa actually survived. She'd come back every night between 3 and 4 a.m. and all she'd do is argue with Dad. That birthday was almost on Christmas. We're not getting a review of that video we reviewed the other day. Hey, it wasn't like they assigned him that birthday. They probably actually did like a check on him. Or asked him beforehand. I'd have to be the one to take all my siblings to my bedroom and close the door. Why not just take them into their bedrooms? Also, where are they? I see no siblings here. I mean, here's the thing. If, like, I understand, like, having extras, again, difficult choice. And in fact, 6 brothers, so 6 sisters, 2 brothers, and one you, that's 9 characters on screen. That's almost the limit of Gacha Club. However, if making that many extras was going to be a problem, just reduce the number. Honestly, even having, like, only 1 sibling would be a point of connection to raising someone else, like was implied with Lincoln here, but and it would have been just as fine. It needs to be so many. We'd hear glass shattering, then chairs being thrown, and more arguing, and the cycle repeats. I still thank Valentina for giving, Sage Rider Index all the same birthday on Christmas. Yeah, and never asking them their actual ones. I still stand by that. They could have just told her. I had to reassure them all that everything would be alright. Okay, so there's 1 of them. Okay, sure. Until one day, the moment I was dreading, but also kind of hoping to happen in my life, came true. Mom admitted to cheating on Dad and he went crazy. Ah, that's what she was doing until 3 a.m. I see. I thought she would start like clubbing or something, but yeah. Having an affair makes sense. It's not good, it just makes sense for this narrative. Anyway. He destroyed every single thing Mum had ever given him and told to get out of his life and ours. He did the destroying off screen, but he told to get out before that. He'd had enough and she refused to leave since her name was on the paperwork for the house. I was 9 at the time, which we always said was the age we could leave. What? I'm sorry, which we always said? What, you and your parents said that? Or you and your siblings said, like, ah yes, when I ripen and mature at the young age of 9, I shall depart into this wide world and make my fortune. Like, who decided this exactly? Who is we? Also, offense because Mary's opposite doesn't look like her parents. I mean, I've said this before. Biologically, it's unlikely to happen, but you can actually conceive a child that does not look like you and has different identity to you in certain situations. It's more likely for her to be adopted. If so, I'm surprised that these parents adopted so many children. And she is the oldest. Maybe they thought they weren't going to have any biological ones, and then they just decided to have like an entire rabbit's litter. Not really sure. There's a lot of questions here, but I guess Mary doesn't really elaborate on that because she's not really describing her parents physically. She's just kind of reminiscing to herself, so it wouldn't really come up in conversation. One of those things. So I did. I left home at 9, and this video has been really bad as far as like morals for children, isn't it? Like, first of all, we have Alyssa cooking like on a hot stove by herself while also suffering with an illness for an entire year. And now we have this running away from home at 9, just far worse than 17. I promised all my siblings I'd be back for them and left. I left them all behind. All 8 of them. Mary, Adele. Oh, sorry. I said Mary because like, that was the first name on the screen. Georgie, Adele, Callie, Lowry, there. Okay, so see, all of these characters have been made, and they're all like roughly the same age. So I'm guessing that the parent just had octuplets. So I guess I was right by the rabbit litter thing. My goodness. A way to make a minute at the great age of 9. Exactly. Billy and little Benny, who was born after everyone else in the septuplets. Anyway, I went back for them a few months later, but it was too late. You are one tall 9-year-old. The house was put for sale, and Mum and Dad were nowhere to be found. She might be an affair child because they all look different. Is that rude to say? I guess that somewhat would actually that would make sense if the mum was cheating for that long. We don't know how long that's been going on for, whether there was like more than one other partner. So yeah, in theory, you might be right. This is gonna be a gotcha theory, isn't it? Sounds like a bunch of very angry. Oh, do you hear that? Sounds like a bunch of very angry social workers and police. Yeah, we had them like 2 videos ago. My siblings have probably already been sent off to new homes long before that, though. What makes you think that? Couldn't they all have just moved together, or with the dad to start like a new life, and that their custody battle was settled in court or something? Like, is that not how that would go normally? It's as if they disappeared and left my siblings behind after they realized I was gone. But they didn't leave your siblings behind because you said that they weren't there. So as far as you know, they didn't leave them behind, because if they were left behind, they would still be at the house when it was for sale. Also, I'm so glad you like my mic, by the way. Thanks for that. Yeah, I actually got this not because it's like the best microphone in the world, but just because I need like a headset one, because I do a lot of voice acting for Gacha stuff, and I'm a very tall person. So if I try to record with a microphone that's down on the table and I like to record standing up to, give myself resonance areas, it looks like this. And I have to like crouch down with the mechanical arm up to here, and it's like trying to project, and it is actually very bad. So yeah. That's why I switched to headsets. That is the canonical reason. And also because sometimes I can like get up and like do skits as well. That also helps things. Now I can think of his babe with a gun when Tom said, "I'm calling the police." They hung up. That's a video. What I want to do is since like the Confession 4 came out, I want to react to all 4 confessions in one video, probably on the Butter Bunch. Where did I get it from? From Amazon. They had no one to give their responsibilities to, since the second oldest after me was Georgie. I mean, that's some nice speculation, but that's all that it is. He was only 7 and could barely understand us himself. Wait, you just saw there's a 15 minutes video? Did Josh give you the same list? He didn't go to school. I can only teach him so much. It pains me every time I think about them, knowing I left them behind in such an unstable environment. You just imply that they're not in that environment anymore. If you think they've been left behind, then they wouldn't be there anymore. What are you talking about? I wonder if like some of the kids end up at the orphanage. Because actually, Lincoln did say earlier that when one child got adopted, 8 more arrived. So there's a potential that at certain points, one of the batches of 8 was actually Mary's siblings. But I suppose we don't really know. But I hope they're doing well in their new homes with hopefully loving parents who care for them as well as I did. Which still implying that, but allegedly. I miss them so much. I miss my siblings too. We weren't together long, but they were like family to me. You get through this, Mary. We'll get through this. We stayed strong for so long already, unless you're still 9, which case, how? And we're almost old enough to be called adults. Unless you are 18, in which case, I don't know. I didn't ask you your age. Oh, there you go. She's ought to be now. See? That's what I mean. I'm 18, but I definitely don't feel like I'm 18. I feel like I am still the ripe, mature age of 9. I thought I'd have my own house by now. I was now living with an elderly couple who decided to take me in after I ran away. They remind me of myself, and they're always there for me when I need them most. Iris and Charles, my parents now, but they let me call them Granny and Grandpa. That's kind of similar to Grandpa Gohan from Dragon Ball. So they never had kids of their own. I never met my grandparents. That's so sweet. You're lucky to have a house you can call your home. Hey, why don't you come stay with me? We all know we're going in that direction. I wish I was as lucky as you. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Maybe one day I'll find my home. I hope you do. Hey, Link, why don't you join me? Yeah, what a surprise. Yeah, who would have seen that one coming? Everyone. And also, yeah, they're it wasn't. Yeah, Mary was raising her siblings before she turned 9. Apparently, at 9 you can understand stuff way better than when you're 7. It is, of course, the age of maturity, naturally, in this universe. And yes, the psalmist from the description. Yeah, I recognize the name Mary, and it was clearly going in that direction. So, absolutely. I'm sure they won't mind. Always happy to have new visitors. I bring my friends around sometimes, so it'll be fine. Only if you want to, though. I don't want to pressure you or anything. You can always stay on this cold bench every single night. Yeah. Amazing alternative. Yeah, sure, I'll join you. Come on, then. It's supposed to snow here today, so we need to get there and eat before it starts. Alright, lead the way. Thanks so much for having me, Mr. and Mrs. Jensen. Oh, please. Just Iris is fine, dearie. Oh, Granny? Yeah. Use whatever you're comfortable with, Link. We can play outside we can play out in the snow soon. Okay, he just got into the warmth for the first time in like a day. Let the man warm up first before we take him outside again into the snow. It's apparently snowing a lot now. Apparently, you were just outside moments ago. Anyway, awesome. We can build a giant snowman. Yes, I can't wait. We both can go out and play, right? You know what, Mary? Further out, don't you? Yeah, Corey, when it's ready, Mary. All I can think of the Mary scarf is candy canes. I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it either now. Thanks for that one. Have fun, you two. Thanks, Granny and Grandpa. Love you. Love you too, dear. Come on, Link. You can borrow one of my hats and a pair of gloves so you don't get cold. Oh, the perfect place to start. OMG, this is so beautiful. really is. The limitations of Gacha can't see out to the horizon. Help with the snowman, the head is about to fall off. See, at least this snowman's like already built and time has passed instead of like being on the first steps. The Christmas tree is huge. Yeah, that's a community Christmas tree. Everyone gathers around on Christmas Eve to decorate the tree with their own ornaments. It's already decorated with a few from the past years, but there's somehow always still space to add more. It's one of my favorite town traditions. It sounds like it. I waited back in the orphanage to decorate our beds with colored paper chains. Right after the Christmas message, maybe add the occasional paper star that hung from the ceiling. Made all the decorations myself. It was just nice feeling seeing all the little ones happy for once. They were always grateful for even the tiniest of things. I always put my all into everything for them, and the smiles lit up the whole room every time. We both went above and beyond for our siblings. Ari would be the first to notice the decorations around the house. Then he'd tell Kali, then Georgie, then he'd tell everyone else. I like how she like remembers that was like the characteristics of like all of her siblings. Like she clearly that shows how much she cares as well. The same goes for Link, definitely. They used to tell them Santa decorated the house for us while they were asleep, and they got so excited. Also, yeah, no, not sure what you're implying with being lucky with her genetics. There, because that can mean a lot of things. But I say it doesn't look like her grandparents. Remember, her grandparents took her in. She calls them Granny and Grandpa because of what they said before. They're not actually related to her. All the Christians that hung up would always be there to get taken down and destroyed that night, though. But I make excuses every year as to why Santa took them down so quickly. It seems weird to like, even in the situation of like that home life, taking down decorations that quickly just doesn't seem relevant to what they were going through. I wonder why. I'm glad they never found out, but it was our own parents who destroyed them. Yeah, again, why? What did they get? What did Ivan gain from doing that? I miss decorating the house. I decorated Grand and Grandpa's house, but it doesn't have the same magic as before. You know what I mean? Yeah, it always felt kind of pointless to decorate my room in the orphanage. Especially now I'd be the only one to know the importance of reasoning behind it. That is true. Decorations are one of those things that I never do for myself, but if other people are around, of course, like, yeah, makes something look nice for them, because otherwise you're just kind of criticizing yourself as far as what you've done. And you just kind of think, like, what's the point? So I get where he's coming from here. Hey dear. Oh, hey Granny. And dinner's almost ready, so you and Link should start heading back to the house now. Alright, thanks, Granny. Oh, I like that's a nice detail there. Of like the phone flashing red for a second, then turning off. I guess implying that the red hang up button was there. So possibly she got her looks from her grandparents. Until I do quite like Mary, I'm interested in her story. I mean, so am I. Actually, yeah, like these two, like sharing the spotlight is like I wish we'd be able to see like both of them from the start, and then like how their stories mirror each other, and they eventually would like meet up. That'd probably be a better way of like having that rather than Mary narrate her story. But the story itself, actually, yeah, it invested me as well. I'm just not sure why the parents took down decorations. That's the only part that I don't understand. Oh, that and why 9 was the age that she was allowed to run away, or allowed herself to. Like, I don't get that still. Come on, we don't want to be too long. Right behind you, Mary. A few weeks passed and I began staying with Mary more often. Oh, so he's not like permanently resident there. Okay. They probably would have taken him in if that were the case. Iris and Charles let me stay with them whenever I want to. They've even redecorated. They've even redecorated. They redecorated their spare room as a temporary bedroom for me. Okay. Definitely more interesting, less confusing than the last one we watched, not Star Wars video, the one before that. It was less confusing than Starburst video as well. Definitely. They're always happy to offer me money when I need it. We're trying to bother them too much. I need to learn how to live on my own, and I've gotten used to being on the streets from when I was young. Christmas Eve finally feels like Christmas Eve, for once as well. Iris knitted me and Merry Christmas. If out of context, reading that as Merry Christmas. Interesting. But yeah, Iris knitted me and Mary Christmas sweaters, and I love mine so much. Iris is Molly Weasley confirmed. We have our very first matching outfit now. We went to the community tree earlier today, and I was surprisingly excited. I mean, she's just pointing somewhere. It's not going to hang up an ornament at all. It was so fun meeting everyone in town and hang our ornaments up. Which I guess we don't see as well, but... Again, if you're going to write in details like that, I mean, I guess you're filling in the blanks. Sometimes they do that on kids shows, but like, I don't know. Still feels like we should have seen something on top of that. Still tired. It's the first time I've actually looked forward to someone else's tradition since Mum and Papa passed. Mary and I only just met at the beginning of the week, but it feels like we know each other our whole lives. How many times have we stayed over there if it's not like all the time? Just like every other day? That feels like weird. But okay. I don't know why, but she makes me feel like I belong here. I don't belong here. It's nice knowing someone who has similar childhood to me. We can need to talk about our past without being awkward, and it feels so natural. So natural, it's almost like we reuse the same animation. It's the same setting. I'm not sure if they did use the same animation for it. Kind of looks like they did. I read something about soulmates vividly in a book back in the orphanage, but it never seemed real to me. Maybe the books are true after all. I doubt it. But could they be? Perhaps I'm just overthinking. Yeah, that's probably the issue. December 24th, 10:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I shoot without a script. I should probably get some sleep now. I'm getting a little tired. I don't want to stay up too late. Lincoln, wake up! Follow me. I have a special gift for you. Can it wait? I'm still half asleep. No, it can't wait. It's Christmas. Now come on and get your butt out of bed before I drag you out myself. Okay, fine. Gee. Let me so much of Dennis. Be downstairs within the next 10 minutes. Geez, she's a nightmare sometimes. I better get ready before she comes back. I know you said you didn't want any presents, but we couldn't resist getting this for you. We hope you enjoy it. Oh, did they officially adopt him? It took a lot of time and effort but it's here now. You got me a piece of paper? Dude, we know you know how to read. You're just writing a letter. Read it, dearie. Certificate. There we go. See? Knew it. There we go. I called it again. This certifies that Lincoln has just been officially adopted by Iris Jensen and Charles Jensen. Oh, the music switch. Oh, that was like a smooth transition of music, actually. Like the two piano tracks in the same key as each other, but different, but something different. Where's this one gonna go? We promise to provide a loving home for Lincoln and give him the best quality of life he deserves. You're adopting me? They have. You always said how much you love having us as company. Normally you have to have like the child present there, and if they're old enough, they have to say they agree to the adoption. I mean, I was there at the time. I was like 8 days old, so I couldn't like say, "Do I agree?" But like in other situations when like they're older, normally it's like both parties. Since you had such a difficult time in the orphanage, we thought this might cheer you up. We also have another special present for you. Alright. So, oh, there we go, the grandmother. The office kept declining my calls, and I had no other way to contact. Hold on, wait, let me just... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was... Oh, no. I have to... There we go. It did appear on the screen. Nice to find the eyes actually look half shut to show that he's still tired. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. I was so tired, I didn't notice that. I thought you were gone forever. I'm so glad you're okay. I mean, I guess it's okay as she can be because she wasn't able to care for him, but yeah. I'm glad you managed to get into contact with your grandma. As you notified her that you're here in good care. Dude, I was to say thank you again. You don't know how this much means to me to know that Lincoln is safe and sound. I missed you so much, Grandma. I missed you too, my little Lincoln. I was adopted by Iris and Charles, and I've never been happy. Grandma comes to visit at least once a week to help to check up on me. And Mary's taking me to the beach for the first time in the summer. Oh, she actually got a different outfit on because the seasons are changing. Nice. I have my own proper room now, and it's awesome. The paint on on Grandpa's face is not the same color as the walls, but oh well. There's Grandpa before the beginning. A returning character in a Gachas story? Witchcraft. Sometimes they do surprise you. Other times it's Lee Trescott trying to pull a plot twist. Charles decorated it how I wanted it decorated, and it's perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better Christmas. I didn't get to see the last image, but there you go. And here's the hybrid protagonist. Well, there you go. That one was actually pretty amazing. I mean, it's like it has like an emotional story throughout. The characters actually do seem to forge a connection, and for once, the soulmates didn't seem to be a romantic story. It was just, you know, a kindred spirit. I mean, I would say that it's unsatisfactory to not know what happened to Dennis or to know or to the other characters, but that's how those things go. A lot of like adoption is shrouded in secrecy, so So that's how it would go down most likely. I never really get to know those proper answers necessarily. I guess I'm not sure how orphanages do with like visitations. Actually, they don't normally seem to. In media, they don't seem to get many of them. I wonder if you can do that. Just like visit an orphanage if you were from there or want to see people again. Not sure how that would actually go. How would I improve / fix this gacha story? Fix is not a word I would actually use in this case. I don't think this is broken in any major way, so I wouldn't say that it needs fixing. If I were to improve this gacha story, I would say make Lincoln and Mary both have their flashback stories. As in, so that Mary doesn't have to narrate her one. That's just more like a personal preference of mine. I feel like that would have like tied them in together much more, and we wouldn't have had to like go through the exposition again or have to have Mary explain all this stuff to Lincoln. I also probably say that some of the passage of time some of the narration was a little bit unnecessary, especially towards the beginning. Like I said before, like the nightmare and such. We could just rely on like the visuals for that. There almost always was text on the screen, which says to me that that this is one of those cases where someone needs like dialogue all the time, as if or they think that nothing of importance is happening. When again, that is not the case. But it's one of those things that you learn over time, especially as you like get into more details of like how the characters express themselves. Which the expressions in this and the reactions from everyone were pretty much spot on. I didn't have any issues with like any of that part, and they say acting is reacting. So I think that will probably come with time anyway. But just in case, there is my feedback, which there you go. Which I'm glad this video was open to. All right, next one. I should have saved that one for last, honestly, because I'm not sure if the other ones are going to be nearly as good. I guess we'll find out. They are much shorter. This next one is called One Night Christmas Special. Gacha voice acted mini movie or mini film. Sorry, mini film. Interesting. Going against the branding there. Right. Oh, and also this one is Kai Guko, I think is the name. And I presume that Josh has just sent me the description. Yep. He has. Okay. Well, I will download those too. That's why I need and some like intermission music. That should be fun. If anyone feels like making a gacha review intermission, go for it. Oh, you've watched this vid, Prism. Oh, well, okay, perfect. Let's see. Loading. Still loading. Take this off screen for now. Okay, here we go. So, description. Simple this time. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I truly enjoyed making this. Thanks to all my voice actors so well because I've happy holidays. If you're here before the premiere, welcome. Oh, and it premiered on December 25th, 2020. That was probably not really worth me putting on the screen, Josh. Like, that description doesn't describe the video. It's like the opposite problem to the other description we talked about earlier. This one this one doesn't go into any detail whatsoever. Anyway, and here are the voice actors. So they're actually credited in a decent format that is not confusing to behold in front of you. Don't know who any of these people are yet, so doesn't really make a difference. Okay. Wait, you've watched 2 from them. Okay, well, in that case, Josh has sent me 2, so maybe the other one you've watched is the other one you've seen. What? Kai Kyuko is what's written in the description, and apparently we have 2 from this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what you meant. Okay. Well, in that case, let's see. This is the first one. Was it a change of heart? Was it the other one? No, it was one night. Then it's a change of heart. Okay. You've seen all their VAs. Ah, okay. All right. Well, get ready to see it again, I suppose. And character wakes up in bed, and I guess I'll compare and contrast to the other one. The other bed, of course, was a custom one. This one, I think, is a resized gacha background or was zoomed in. So I preferred that because it's going to match the actual background we see it later. What I'm surprised about is that the background is zoomed in, but the character isn't like sized up to the pillows, so the character still looks small in comparison to the bed and the custom blanket. Kudos for getting a custom blanket, though. At least that matches that's the color of the rest of the bed. But as far as the character themselves, they're the ones out of proportion here. But yeah. I made sure we'll be right back. Seen a while ago. Oh, yeah, probably will. I had to like get some music for that. I don't know if I still have. I don't know if I have that in my saved images. No, I don't. I will have to look for it sometime later. Oh well.
Do I really have to go to school today? Selena.
I don't really want to go to school today. I don't really want to go to school today. I don't really want to go to school today. I don't want to go to school today.
Breakfast is ready. Yup.
For those who don't get it, that's a Team Stargate parody. That'll make sense on the Butter Bunch when we get to Firebringer.
Pretty sure I do.
Oh, and once again, pre-render your backgrounds so they don't disappear at different times. This reminds me of the opening of Music Freaks. You know, like how Jake has a dream, then wakes up in that exact same bed, and then you see Rosie Goldie presents, and then goes the mirror. You know, Music Freaks logo appears. What she's saying, I can't really hear her. She's saying, that's the song, that's not the character. Yeah, I turned it up, so we'll see what happens.
Hey guys. Hey Selena.
That's better.
Guess what? What happened? I heard the school is going to...
What happened is I shrank in the middle of this edit. Okay, that's what I tend to do when I cover up angles.
have a Christmas party tomorrow.
It's always interesting, like, when I talk about, like, different editing techniques people haven't discovered, but they have discovered other ones. Like, I think the background behind them is slightly blurred to draw the focus on here, except that we can't see the background anyway, so you don't need to defocus it, really.
Christmas party? Yeah, Lynn is pretty hyped about it.
I mean, it is pretty reasonable.
Oh, a logo. Where's Ghosty here so she could rate it? Yeah, I did ask. I was on a call with Ghosty before starting the stream, and yeah, she had to go.
To be excited about it.
Oh well.
Well, if you're asking me to come with you, then no, I'm not going. Why not? It'll be fun.
Because I hate Christmas, the entire Christmas season. Don't ask me why, I don't need a reason.
Last time you said that, I ended up leaving early because I was bored. Remember? I promise this one will be more exciting than the last one. Come.
I guess that our main character is a thrill seeker. That's an interesting archetype. We don't really see those too often in Gacha. Like, you know, adrenaline junkies or something.
Come on. It's a Christmas party. He'll enjoy it.
She doesn't have to go if she doesn't want to, Lynn. It's her choice.
Yeah, I agree.
Fine, I guess you don't have to go. But I mean, it'd make me really happy if you did.
Fine! I'll come with you. But the minute things get boring, I'm leaving.
Yeah, sounds fair.
Yay!
Did last time.
Thank you so much, Celine.
I don't think we can see the rooms behind the glass or on the windows and doors. Which is interesting. If the background is defocused, you would think that they wouldn't bother with that. That's interesting.
Nah.
But yeah, that's a very good
That's
point.
the bell. I'll be heading to class.
Me too.
You all should head to class if the bell just rang. You don't need to announce that.
See you guys.
See you.
Drama club, and they fade because they're not pre-rendered. Great.
I don't.
Those voices sound familiar. Who's voicing in this again? Well, I'm glad you asked because there you go. Behold the credits. So Selena, the main character, is Mage Ice YT or Magisem YT, Magicum YT. I don't know. Magisem ET. Anyway, Ryan's copycat. We haven't heard him yet. We've got Krusty Quinn as Lynn. Nice rhyme there. And Mr. Cube, I guess. I don't know everyone's names yet, but these are all the people in case those they ring a bell in some way.
I don't think that you should. Right, Selena? Selena!
I need to get that table. You know, I tried actually like getting like the lunch table for the music freaks to work in Alphawitch Academy, and for some reason it was absolutely harrowing process. So I guess I'll just make one like this. Looks way better.
What happened? I mean, yeah, I agree with you, Lynn.
I'm awake.
Lynn wasn't talking. Never mind that. What are you so focused on?
Nothing.
I'm focused on my boredom. It's called ADHD. I need entertainment.
Are you sure? You don't normally zone out like that.
Yeah.
Some of which might be some of the voices from the music freaks. I also don't know what their names are, so maybe these people are the same ones that these. I wouldn't know. I haven't looked them up.
I'm gonna go get some fresh air.
What's up with her?
I don't know. She's been acting kind of off recently.
Pre-render count 3, 4. This is one of those unfortunate things. I tried doing a video one time with like a character like using a guitar in this way. Every time like a different strum happens, you have to like change it in some way, at least with the fingers. That's a good point. Yeah, use the hands. Different hands in Gacha to like use like the finger strumming. Okay, so for starters, I mean, even if the character's not the same as the music freaks, we definitely have character waking up, logo being introduced, structure the same. Then we have a character who's performing some sort of hidden musical talent on the rooftop of his school. This could be coincidence, but we don't know. Some of them sound like Haley's voice actor. I mean, I guess yeah, Haley's voice actor was in Renegade, so yeah, the first voice actor gacha project. So maybe.
Wow. I really like your playing.
Oh, thanks, I guess.
I'm so sorry for snooping in like that. I should introduce myself. My name is Selena.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
So, how are you? Oh, you like my bracelet? An old childhood friend of mine gave it to me.
Which one? You've got two of them on right now.
That's the bell. I'll see you later, Ryan.
Bye.
Okay, well then.
Hey, Selena.
Oh, hey, Lynn.
The party is starting in 15 minutes. Are you here?
I guess it was too much of to show the text of the message themselves, just who's talking in the moment, which the user it's coming from.
Because I don't see you.
Wait, 15 minutes?
Yeah. It starts at 7 p.m., remember?
Is she using like the speech to text function on the phone?
Oh, right. I totally knew that. Just wait like 5 more minutes. Bye. Gosh, time flies way too fast. Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
What are you wearing? This is a party, remember?
Yeah, it never said what kind of party. You know, it could have been. It could have been casual, could have been elegant, could have been fancy dress.
I didn't have time to pick an outfit. Besides, I won't be staying for long, so...
It's okay. You look good in everything.
I like the fact that the music is actually like filtered right now. I mean, I guess realistically it would have to be louder, but you couldn't be able to make out the characters in here. I guess having them all project would have been a bit too weird in the moment. I don't know. Is that a shade of blue, cyan, sea green, blue green? What was that color on Ryan? I think his name was. I couldn't hear him. Not really sure.
Thanks, Aaliyah.
Come on. I'm gonna go get some food.
I knew this party would be boring.
All the people. I mean, actually, this is a good way of doing extras. I think have them be shadows. I prefer that to eyeless freaks any day. Actually, you know what? This is my petition. Petition for 2024. Replace eyeless freaks with shadows. Make shadows the new status quo for unseen extras.
Maybe I should just slip out for a bit.
Oh my goodness. Does this guy just live up here?
Maybe he also thinks the party is boring.
Hi.
And yeah, I guess I would call that like I call that turquoise, Ghost Kitty.
Oh, hey! I'm sorry to bother you again.
I'm a netwall turquoise.
It's okay. I quite enjoy your company.
What was that? I couldn't hear you quite clearly.
Nothing.
He was speaking directly to anyway. He bought the same bracelet as you. A friend gave it to me. It's so dear to my heart and so unique. Cool, I'm gonna get the exact same one. Solidarity. Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, I have a question to ask.
Was that the card of the main character? It reminds me of Haley's haircut from the review the other day. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. I forgot which bit that was, unfortunately.
Sure.
Do you recognize who I am? If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I was the one who gave you that bracelet when we were younger.
Wait.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, my headphone decided to disconnect and reconnect for no reason. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming. Yeah, so I guess that must mean they gave each other the bracelets, and Ryan just decided not to say anything in the previous meeting. But he found his old bracelet and decided to start wearing it again. So he clearly knew what was going on. What?
Selena? Is that really you?
You introduced yourselves earlier, right?
Of course it is. Who else would I be?
Yeah, who else would you be?
Missed you so much, Selena.
I missed you too. I'm sorry for leaving you.
It's okay. You don't have to apologize.
Really? I thought you would hate me after that.
I would never hate you. And that's never going to change.
Also, thanks for keeping the bracelet I gave you. It really means a lot to me.
Of course. It's the thing I treasure the most.
So much that I barely registered the identical copy on someone else.
Well, we should probably head inside. I don't want you getting sick.
Before we do,
I know you're allergic to snow.
can I tell you something?
Sure.
This was honestly the best Christmas gift I could ever ask for. Thanks for being here.
No problem.
I like how the guitar music is the same music we played before is playing in the background now, but he's not touching the strings.
And
It's gone from diegetic to non-diegetic.
the same goes to you too, Selena.
I mean, okay, I guess. I mean, I know this one is only 6 minutes, but it feels like it feels like it wraps up too neatly for me, honestly. Like nothing's wrong with like the rest of it, other than like a few like non-pre-rendered elements. Whether or not it borrows a lot from a different source that I may not have mentioned already is up to speculation. Doesn't really affect the quality if that is the case. But yeah, I don't know. It just kind of feels a little bit barren, almost like what else is there to like? It's like, oh, you know, here's one bracelet thing. One of my friend is out there. It's me. End of story. Doesn't even really like learn to relax around the party or something, or friends are even trying to accommodate her based on they're just kind of pressured to go there, and that's it. It feels like with like a little bit more time with everything and everyone, it could have flowed a lot more. But I guess we're about to find out what the next video is like in that way. So it is time for a chart. Also by Kai Kyuko. I am downloading right now. Yeah. You know, we're making decent progress. After this, there's one more video called "The True Meaning of Christmas," which is 15 minutes, and then that's it. So thank you all for indulging my need to clear the list of things that I can't react to any other time of year. I've done so few streams in the month of December that I feel like I'm overcompensating a little bit right now, but yeah, I'm fine with that. What's a little bit of overcompensation among a streaming audience? Am I right? That was short the lifespan of my pet rock. Joking, I don't actually have a pet rock. Tell you what, a pet rock would actually be like eternal, honestly. A pet rock could like outlive any other species of pets. Okay, alright. Here we go. A change of heart is there you go. Here we go.
Hey, Kaharu!
Oh, hey, Diana.
Oh, okay. That was a very abrupt establishing thing from the music perspective.
I'm excited for the Christmas party.
Even though that's a short, I give the video 3 stars from the previous one. Hope the next one is Girl So Good or even better. I'm not sure which one was posted first, I just know which one Josh sent me first.
Your family is hosting. I love getting to hang out with everyone.
You mean the family gathering?
Yeah, that. You're gonna join us this year, right?
She asks this every year. Does Diana not realize that I dislike Christmas? Especially after what happened?
Kaharu?
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing a pattern here. Main character dislikes Christmas in some way, and then eventually one good thing happens, and it's like, yeah, this is the best Christmas thing because it's the only good one.
I'll think about it, I guess.
Good. I'll get going now. Text me if you need anything.
I'm home.
Welcome back. How was school?
Fine, I guess.
That's good to hear. By the way, we should probably start preparing for the gathering. Mom and Dad are gonna be here in a week.
Oh.
Could you go down in the basement to get the decorations?
Can't you do it? I'm not participating anyway.
Which is why I...
Okay, here we go. So I'll say this idea here, like this is what I do in the Mutant Girl a lot. So you'll notice that I like doing zoom into the characters as they're talking and like featuring them on screen. I also realize that this is this is a pre-rendered visual, because otherwise, unless the background is like altering between these two and the background's been zoomed in at different times, I guess I'd have to check how they align.
If you're not participating, might as well pay the price by helping me at least.
Actually, yeah, maybe. I've still got that picture frame, but her head's tilted backwards, so it's sort of hard to tell. But I think it's in the same place before, which means this is a pre-rendered image. What I normally do for when I make gachas is I will do a recorded version and render it with no angles done, and then put it back into the editing program, and then do all the zoom-ins. That probably helps you a lot with if you're using like a phone that's got like very limited storage, so you can like get the version with no angles, save that somewhere else, like maybe like unlisted on YouTube as well. I have done that for some members actually. Some members get like early access to certain Mutant Girl scenes, the project scenes, because with no angles. They get work in progress updates. But yeah, like I then put them back into the editing software afterwards, and it's only one video file they have to deal with. I guess the issue then is that sometimes if you're using a watermark, it might like appear a couple of times if you zoom in different ways. But I feel like for the most part, if you've got a non-watermark software, that's probably the best solution.
Fine.
Even KineMaster with this like watermark nowadays is less invasive. This one was posted on December 2021. Okay, so this was the year. This was the year before, the year after. I forgot this was 2020 before, so this is the year after. Okay, yeah. All right. Ooh, pretty outfits.
Jeez, it's dark in here. Where's the light switch? I haven't been down here in a while.
Need effects. Yeah, this one feels a little bit more put together, like with the pre-rendered ones, with the light switch, and now with the boxes, and some sound effects as well. The last one didn't have that many sound effects.
Great. Yuji? I thought I told her to throw these pictures away. Whatever, I barely come down here anyway.
It could be a long-lost friend again. Okay. 3 years ago, Christmas Day.
Okay, I can't believe I'm doing this. I hope he says yes.
Oh, okay. I've got the All of Christmas Is You in the background here, but music box version.
I need to stay confident.
This could be a love confession because of that.
I should probably get going. I don't want to be late. Hey, Yuji. Sorry if I'm late.
It's alright. I didn't wait for long. You look nice, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and it's even slower. Oh, this is White Christmas. Sorry, different song.
Yuji?
Yeah?
It's snowing. Nice touch.
Actually invited you here because, I needed to tell you something.
Oh, really? Well, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yuji, I like you. More than just a friend.
There you go.
I've
Knew
had
it.
this thought in my mind for a few months now. I just thought that maybe today was the right time to tell you.
I'm sorry, Koharu. You're a great person, but I think it's best if we just stay as friends.
What?
This is the tragic backstory. I mean, I feel like these videos seem to have like very low stakes. which in a way I kind of respect, and in the other way, because obviously like they don't go long enough to sort of address those. I like the fact that every now and then we get one of those that isn't just, I was horrifically tortured or neglected or whatever, and I was orphaned, and well, every Christmas is terrible for that reason. It all happened around this time. Like sometimes it is just a case of like you have like one specific bad memory that you can't like take away, but it's bad to you specifically. I think people miss out a lot when talking about like characters in anything is that the reason that we root for characters is because we want to see them succeed in some way, and that they have to want something. And when they fail, like in this situation, we feel that we're following on with the main characters, and we're supposed and if they're competently done, then we're along for the journey. So that's why a lot of the time you don't need like these big stakes. That's also why I've kept like the mutant girl to such that like to the stakes that it was at normally. Like yes, I went into season 2 was very much where it seemed like they was in somewhat danger, even if things didn't actually want to like actually hurt them too much in any way. But yeah, for seasons 1 and 3, that's why things are like that, and that's why you get like those like the wholesome Christmas where like not much happens, but it's just the characters enjoying a Christmas and how that goes down, compared to uh like Fallen Angels or something, because Aiden does like to have these big action-packed things for everything, or or as he says, like add more depression and such. But really, you don't need that. You just like, I mean, you can have it if you want, and clearly, based on formulas, like it works. But sometimes we need like simple stuff too. That's the difference also between like I think like My Street before and after Emerald Secrets. After Emerald Secrets, where the intense drama happens, and you get like these big world-ending stakes, or the characters that like risk losing their lives or being mangled and transformed in some way permanently. Whereas in the previous set this seasons, it was like, you know, pretend to date me because my mum cannot find out about that, because she'll cry otherwise, or I don't know, help me like revive this pizza guy who I accidentally knocked out with a sleeping potion laced cookie. Stuff help me get a job at a maid cafe, things like that. But we still care because the characters are still so enjoyable to watch, and we like their interactions with everyone. That's why I say like good job. Like intense drama is great, but you honestly don't need it. And some of the best stories are ones that are very, very light on their on their stakes. So this kind of situation can actually be used as like a good motivation. I should have saved the speech for like the ending of the video, but honestly, these are so short that we're almost there anyway. So I guess behold the rest of it.
But why? I thought for sure that...
We can't. I'm sorry. I like the way things are now. I don't know if I would want to go any further than this.
Oh, so that's how it is.
Koharu, listen. You have to understand that some people don't want things to change.
I think, yeah, you were doing fine just now. We don't need this extra speech part. We got the rest of it.
And I don't think you realize that yet.
Forget it! I'm taking my leave!
Why am I even thinking about this? Ugh. It's all in the past.
Koharu, listen. You have to understand that some people don't want things to change.
Also, I will say, like, when you're like this young, this is the time when this stuff will impact you whether you want it to or not.
And I don't think you realize
I get
that
it.
yet.
I shouldn't let that incident ruin Christmas for me. Maybe I'll join the gathering this year. Just this once.
I wonder who's going to be there. 1 week later, the gathering. Another childhood friend. Man, why is that a trope? Maybe because I had a childhood friend. Don't remember ever having one. Yeah, I have had several childhood friends and still do, but it's because I've moved around so much in my life that I don't have like any friends that I have known for my entire life. That's one of the things that I often remark upon. Is like, what would it be like to have somebody who's like you've seen, like you've grown up together with, like you like learned to walk and talk together and like still like kept it in touch, like grew grew up, and you didn't like drift or anything. Or maybe you did and then they came back together. I don't know. It's one of those things that I wonder, like, a literal lifetime full of memories. But then again, like I think to myself, like I would not trade what my life experiences, because if we hadn't moved, I would not have met the other friends that I had twice, in fact. And yeah, those memories are just as important as any like hypothetical. And because I don't even know if that would have ended up happening in the first place, because as far as I'm aware, like there were these two babies at one point that I was friends with as a baby myself. Like we would, like, I guess babies, toddlers, whatever. Who knows what we would have all like turned out to be like if we had stayed, if I had stayed in, I think it was still Texas at the time. Not really sure. Maybe it was Washington. No, I don't even know. But yeah, I guess it's also the same thing as like, think of like a house that you were like born in and raised in, and you've lived like your entire life there, so I think entire lifetime, because obviously we've moved around. That's the other thing too. I think about that sometimes, and I think, what does it matter? Either you have it or you don't. It's one of those things. But yeah, point is, I'm sure that your current friend group, whether they're from like your early childhood or not, just as important. I do recall an imagining friend though. She was mine from what I recall. She also had a horse sometimes, and it wasn't a seahorse. Was it a hippocampus? That's slightly different. Was it just like a regular horse trying to swim in water at the same time? Oh dear. The main character's hair height changed. Please don't be like that guy from Theater Throwdown. I didn't even notice. Then again, it was we did just have like a 3-year time skip, so that might be why.
Looks like she decided not to come.
Clearly, there's like a music box playlist of a bunch of well-known Christmas songs, because that seems to be the theme.
Hey guys.
Kaharu, you came!
Maybe he was right. I don't want anything to change either.
Okay, so I'm glad that I said my piece about like low stakes and stuff at the time, because I have to like go back against that now. Like, again, these videos feel like they need a little bit more of something, like more like, in order to like gain some sort of closure for the audience, particularly. Because yeah, like every piece is there, but it's like, you introduce like use the conflict, explain why it exists, and then immediately proceed to resolve it. Like there should be like a little bit of a journey. There's a missing gap in there, and that's where the journey would go with this stuff. But that's really all I can say. It is definitely improvement on the other video based on like a few small details of like how the editing has evolved. I mean, kudos. Like it still feels like the same production, same type of production from the same person, which I guess means that it also implies like a level of mastery already underneath that, but still a bit. Yeah, there you go. Nice, neat little bow. And now we have the last one of the batch, which is The True Meaning of Christmas by, I think that's how you say it. It's still trying to load, yeah. If there's one of the things that past me had planned for Jake and the Ghost Girl, like he and Yuri met as a kid, but only once, so Yuri didn't remember him. I mean, that's That's something. That could be a nice prequel episode. They never address it because they don't know it even happened. That'd be really funny. One ended with a person having union with a childhood friend, and one ended with a person getting over a childhood friend. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought the childhood friend was going to show up again, honestly. It would be a nice moment to, like, maybe they see them all like be with, or like they're with someone else, but they just still have a good time together. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Istain presents The True Meaning of Christmas. Mama. Yes, yes, Angel dear. Oh yeah, still 3 stars. Yeah, that makes sense. 3 stars for that video. And this one, we'll see. Christmas is almost here. I know, sweetie. Have decided what you want for Christmas this year? Not yet. But I was wondering. I'm home. I put the logo to tag is only text. Something, you know, fonts are pretty. Yeah. I've got to read the story, the description. I'm speedrunning these, so I don't like I haven't like bothered with the description of this one because like the only reason I brought up the other ones is because of the mystery. But yeah, let's see. What have you got? Oh, okay, you sent me an image for this one. Okay. You didn't send me any of the ones for the Kai ones, the Kai Kyukos, so not in the habit, but okay, we'll put that on screen now. A little girl named Angel was curious about Christmas. She never really thought of researching and asking what Christmas was truly all about when she was just little. As she became more interested in Christmas, the more she researched and asked, Angel was determined to find the true meaning of Christmas. At this time, her parents planned out something very special for her, a venture to find the true meaning of Christmas. So I guess they found, yeah. Sorry, she researched and asked, so I guess they knew she was looking. All right. A solid idea, actually. And it will probably be the most Christmas-themed Christmas special that we've seen so far. Sort of like the cheesy ending of Plan to Eradicate Christmas by Team 4-Star. Cannonball! She should have like launched herself from a bit further away. Angel, don't tackle your father to the ground. Let her be, Clara. Oh no, a mother named Clara! Quick, hide the FNAF fans! After eating dinner. Clara? Clara? Beep! Beep! Where are you? Much of FNAF, if I call her name was Millie, Millie the mermaid, who had pink hair. I write a story about Millie. Yes, please do. I love mermaid stories. Music Freaks Millie doesn't count. Has an I. That's an IE. That's Millie with an IE. Different character. Clara Emilia Smith. Oh, what's the problem, Simon? Your attention span, clearly. Or hearing. What's going on? Why are you putting on such a gloomy face? Did she just fall asleep? Okay, she's fine. I'm right here. It's about Angel. She's been asking me a bunch of questions that I can't answer. Like what? Well... Okay. Immediately, I have to say, I love the effect of the lighting here. Look at that lamp, and look at like the aura of light that's shining upon like not only the character, but also the reflections on the backgrounds. That is so amazing, and it doesn't like look out of place with anything else. I love that. I honestly like I've dabbled in lighting effects in Alpha Academy, but I want to get better at them. It doesn't just feel like one small board. It feels like it actually is coming from the lamp itself. That is very clever. Yeah, they'll never escape now. Yeah, they'll just they'll make an ARG out of it. What are you reading there, Angel? The story of Saint Nicholas. The real Santa Claus. You're really determined to find out the true meaning of Christmas. Oh, I guess we don't know this. I thought it was going to be a flashback of the mum coming in and finding out and asking about those questions, but I guess the description. Once again, the description implies a story, and then they just don't seem to. It seems like filling the gaps as to what isn't present on screen, which is not what description was meant to do. Meant to tease people to actually check out the video. Whatever. Or clarify things. Yeah, I know many kids agree. Sorry, what the heck? I'm so tired. I know how many kids my age see Christmas as a time for giving and receiving gifts from Santa. Angel is Lisa Simpson. But for me, I see Christmas as something much more than that. Is that so? If that's the case, I have a mission for you. Mission? This feels like a moment. When he like changes that, it says if that's the case, then the music swells. It feels like it's gonna break into song, like your mission on Christmas. I would be so impressed if there was like a random musical number in here. Yeah. Angel, that's a nice name. I think it was not the cat's name to Angels. That's Angelica. Yeah, of course. But first, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in Santa? Like, you see what I mean? Do you want to go adventuring? Absolutely. Take this. It will help you find the true meaning of Christmas. Thank you, Papa. Night, my little angel. Also, I like the kiss on the eye. It's a very parent thing to do. Good night, Papa. I'm so glad she just doesn't leave immediately in the night. Are you all set and ready to go? She looks adorable with this. Go on your adventure, but do bundle up. Make sure you stay warm. Classic parent technique. Yes, Mama. Good luck, my sweet angel. I won't let you down, Papa. See you tonight. Oh, we even got a walk. Yeah. We've seen those already. So far, my Simon Card favorite friends that we've seen, they get a trophy. That'll be a nice category for the awards show. Actually, best parents. I am the angel who appeared to Mother Mary. I was sent by God for the good of the many. The Archangel Gabriel. Okay. Oh, so we're going through the story of how Christmas came to be, and all right, okay, I'm up for that. Angel. It's Angel Gabriel. Yes, it is. Love the outfit and scarf look big on it just to see as a kid. Yeah. I wonder if they've been resized accordingly. The hat, I don't think has, because the hat, her hair's escaping from it, but the scarf, maybe. Now that I know the answer, what am I supposed to do? That's a good point. Were you told to like come here specifically? Angel! Uncle Will! What did they call like the entire family in this plot? This is amazing. I could do this for like one of my younger cousins, honestly. Sounds like an amazing plan. I will say one of the things that I love to do is I love to make like Easter egg hunts. I mentioned this in previous streams, but it's something that they used to do for us, like older relatives. Like, but the clues kind of like boiled down to like, okay, go to this place. Here's the next clue. Now go to this place. It was like a little bit of a time around the house, and that was it. And they got like some eggs, chocolate eggs while you were on the way. But yeah, I took a twist and obviously did like, you know, rhyming couplets that were also a riddle to try and figure out where the next part of this the quest was, and I gave those to my younger cousin, the one who showed me what Toka Life was. So so yeah, yeah, there's this kind of quest, probably not Christmas themed because I feel like there'd be an excuse for that, but something like that where like the entire family is involved. That seems like a really fun idea. Or like, oh yeah, like getting involved like if was like the entire city of like where she lives. Ah, this give me some nice ideas. And of course, goes without saying, most wholesome idea I've seen in a long time. What are you doing here? I'm here to bring you Angel Gabriel. Okay, I guess they have magic powers. I was not expecting this twist that, up until now, this is all, like, fairly grounded. The magic just sort of comes out of nowhere, but okay, sure, they can do magic, alright. I've always found I've done a scout to indicate the cousin. Yeah, basically. Like I thought. But yeah, bring on the magic. Oh, it is actually an angel. Right. Uncle Brent? I am Angel Gabriel. It's a very fancy light trick. It would have been funny if we saw it was a fancy light trick and just like because we can see behind where the light was, it'd be really hilarious if like Uncle Brent just we saw him like going like and like running into place to get like the I am the Archangel. I am the Archangel Gabriel. At your service. Imagine. For now. Let's go to the next place, shall we? Oh, you're alright, fine, accompany her, yeah. What does the riddle say now? I was I was preserved from original sin ever since I was in my mother's womb. The angel of God brought me news that I would never assume. So clearly, that is the Virgin Mary. Because, well, the angel of God, we just covered that, it's Gabriel. Mary got mentioned in the previous one, so kind of like the swapped here, but yeah, sure. Alright. Well, who's gonna be Mary? It's gonna be like Aunt Heather or something. Who do you think was free from original sin? Okay, I just realized her pupils have been like directed to a different place. Was this like? Oh, sorry, this is still Gacha Club. Okay, it's uncommon to see moving pupils in anything other than Gacha Life too, but yeah, why not? It was there. It's Mama Mary. I have never heard the Virgin Mary described as Mama Mary before. I've heard Mother Mary for sure, but Mama Mary. All right, sure. I guess this is an Italian family. Mamma Mary. And there she is. Miss Madeline. Wait, is this like a teacher from like a school or something? Wow, they cast like this net like a long way. Yes, my child, it is I. How are you guys not cold? Only you have to bundle up because you are a child. Take that. Believe it or not, this clothing is pretty warm. I don't believe you. Your legs are exposed. Your legs, you're wearing your bare legs in snow. You're gonna get frostbite. I don't know. Let's continue on, shall we? Okay, not confirmed she's a teacher or not, but I'm just gonna guess until now. Was that thing? I was acting as like guardian angels. This kid is smart. This kid would be great at gacha review for sure. Oh, I've got to solve this. I was chosen to be the savior's foster father. Men I met them together. Well, just Joseph. Obviously, these are riddles meant for like a really young child, so they're not pulling the punches. In fact, they're doing better than I do because normally I make the riddles too hard. So my cousin's dad has to actually answer all of them, and even he struggles. Well, it's like back in the day. Nowadays, she'd probably just do it herself. Joseph. I mean, even if we didn't guess the answer, seeing someone dressed like that would probably be a giveaway that that's the next person to talk to. And I guess also they recognize who it is. You will have to do the next part on your own, Angel. So, are these like existing characters in a series? Because it feels like this is like a Christmas special that was applied to like specifically, I don't know, like an ongoing series. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to look into this channel at some point. Ghost I did. I just realized I talked about like I said I was gonna look into like the spec unit series like a while ago, and I never did. Next year, I guess. That's where you'll find your next task. It's a riddle usually, but okay. Okay. Where will you all go? The final meaning of Christmas is a path that you must tread alone. You'll see later. Don't worry about us. She leaves and immediately all start shivering. Like when she's like out of eyesight. Just focus on finding the true meaning of Christmas. As I headed north. I didn't like had Angel narrating until this point. Again, we don't need it. Just like have her keep going forward and fade. We don't need it. Again, this goes back to like the whole thing I said, like dialogue being in almost every panel, as if nothing was happening otherwise. She's clearly walking and like traversing a path. So yeah, that'd be fine. A man gave me a doll that says gold. Burn a king on Bethlehem's plain. Gold I bring to crown him again. King forever, ceasing never over a soul to reign. When I say We Think is one of my favorite carols, I was not kidding. That's why I picked it. I feel like how funny was just the characters for Angel, even though they recognize them, they still kept up their acting. This is true, yeah. The way to make this like much funnier is if like the child constantly called them out on it. That almost happened to me one time when you know sometimes when you're like in a play and like they do like they open up the house, the audience are coming in, but sometimes like they're the same like level as them. You'll be like in character but not at the same time. You'll be like so you're like either hold a pose on stage or you'll have to use something beforehand and then like the play starts and you actually do the scripted work. At one point, we had to all be cave dwellers for the start of Five Children It actually. So I was there behind like a pillar, going like like that, and my brother, who at this point I think was about like 12 at the time, or 11 maybe, he comes up to me and goes like, hello, and I can't break out, so I have to like yeah, and he's just like standing there waiting to be acknowledged by me, but I have to keep being a cave dweller until eventually one of my parents like takes him away. So yeah, I understand the hustle. I respect the hustle or the commitment, whatever we call it. Anyway, is that a custom prop? It looks like it. He's holding it in his back hand, which means that it would have to be masked behind it if it weren't a custom prop. But I'm not sure. I gotta put this kind of yeah, they do have noses. That's right. Yeah, nice one. OMG, noses. Oh, but it is a custom prop because it's labeled gold. Oh, so you had to, I had to key that. Wow, yeah, okay. Upon receiving this, I continue to venture towards north. This is a very long path if I were to tread on their own, honestly. This is like outside of the city. I wouldn't have like led her this far. And I stumbled upon some cute bunnies. Named Frank and Sense. And yet another man. Again, the jar labeled as frankincense. Yep. So glad I went back to my journey. Is she gonna have to like give these to the baby Jesus? Like just like a baby cousin or something? I expect to receive a box named as myrrh. You mean labeled myrrh, not named as myrrh. Are you sure you don't want to stay for the night? Pfft, no. It's Christmas. I need to find the truth. Santa can wait. Don't worry about me, mister. Cuts her face down the snow. Good. Yeah. A little thought bubble writes the angel's name while she's thinking. And to be customizing because it's not part of the gacha chat. One must never rest until he/she finds what he/she is seeking for. That's probably unhealthy, honestly, but again, nice commitment. Oh, it's almost dark. Yeah, well, I think he was asking. I love to stay in chat, mister, but I've got to go and find the true meaning of Christmas. Oh, so she actually just doesn't know who this is. They've gone from recruiting people that she knows to like random people being brought into this ruse. Like, excuse me, can you help out with this? Like, I'm like that is actually kind of wholesome. Like, a lot of people would like stop to like help like a kid on a quest. Why not? It's it's one thing that brings a smile to all, including the child. Go and do what you want. Alright. Dangerous words to say to a kid, but anyway. See you next time, mister. Next time? They're gonna do this again? As night approaches. Let's go through my head, kind of the song that Darwin sings based World of Gumball that goes, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. And a something, something, something. I do not know all the words. I'm on my way. Yeah, I know that one. I think it was either like Rumi Official or CG5 that did a cover of that. I think it was Rumi. She was not fine. Who was it who said before something about like a character being frozen to a bench? Yeah, no bench this time, but close enough. I guess the snow melted off of her through sheer will alone, or the divine heat from being an angel thawed her out. Who made me a snowman? Oh my goodness, that is a terrible freeze frame to stick that on the thumbnail. Look. This place is incredible. Oh, wow, I just fades back in. It's all, who remembers Snowman? Wow, what a great place. And there's Holy Night again. Oh wow, she was on ice this whole time. Which, by the way, I've not seen like a use of like a ground reveal in this way, like going from zoom ins. And also, I think this was like one background, but is again, it's been used in different places. Like it extends past the normal aspect ratio of Gacha, which clearly means that this was like all plotted out very carefully. Yeah. If he does the video review, just generally made me laugh. That is true. A lot of Gacha humor is like very like low random, but in this case, no, not so. That hurt. Oh dear, like that an actual blood effect. It shouldn't soak into the ice, but still. Blood? I gotta patch that before it gets infected. Again, very smart kid. The Christmas star. I'm going blind. It's a star right in her face. That's... Also, I guess is it me anything that like her eyes are now different? Like her eye like shrunk on the side there. Are you meant to like grab the star? Are you supposed to grab the Star of Bether? I'm not sure you are. I think we're just supposed to follow it. That's what I was thinking before, about the eye being half shut. I know it's like technically smaller, but I think... Oh yeah, it's because it's been like compressed, that's why. Because Gacha, yeah. Ow, I got abandoned this. Yeah, and also stop burning your hands with like a star. My goodness, child. What happened to you? I fell down, miss. Come with me, I'll bandage it. So you're trying to find the true meaning of Christmas. Miss Adesina, interesting name. Why didn't you ask your parents about it? I did, and they sent me on this quest. Honestly, much more fun than just telling me. I did ask them, Miss Adesina. So, they sent me on this journey. I see. But what kind of person would send their child on a long journey? Fun parents. The kind of trusts and believes in their child who almost bled out on the ice on the ground. Maybe the adults should have accompanied her a little bit further than they did, not gonna lie. Just to make sure she didn't, like, freeze to death. Mrs. Claus, is that you? Well, maybe. I know some children can't be trusted. Like the ones who disobey their parents. I guess my parents saw something in me. That's probably why they let me go on this journey. Also, my family has powers. That helps. I say fun parents. Yeah, see, Bond's not here, so I synced up with you now. That's what happens. Do you have any tips upon how to get your parents to trust you? Obey them, love them, and work hard. Well said, Angel. Sounds like it's got like a little bit of fight baggage herself, actually. And there's no reason that you can't like ask a kid for sage advice because they haven't lived as long as you. Why not? You can look up to those who are younger than you plenty of times. Now I suppose you have to get back to your journey. Is she heading to the actual North Pole? Like, Aurora Borealis is not very visible from most places on Earth, other than far north. That's why they're called Northern Lights. I guess we know what her power is. Super endurance. And yes, it is a very kid thing to say. Like, give like very simplified answers that out of anyone else's mouth would sound like would sound cultish, but yeah. There's an expression through the mouths of babes, and that's kind of what it means. You're still walking on ice. It's a star is guiding up. The star's act like an eye of Ender. Oh my goodness. Imagine like a Christmas Minecraft map, but the Star of Bethlehem is an eye of Ender. And like the manger is built on top of a stronghold. That would be incredible. The Lord has come. Yep. Oh, and I guess yeah, they all knew. They all. I mean, it's interesting. They never actually told like where to go. They gave like a map. They said they keep heading north. I guess the star was. They programmed it. Uncle Brent, Mama, Papa, Uncle Will, and Miss Adesina. That feels like a coincidence. She wasn't involved in this at all, barely. Let's go, shall we? Go? What? What, straight back? Oh, there we go. Musical number? Okay, is time passing? Are we have to like? Is this like in spring now? Also, could be overanalyzing, but the fact this is like Mary's born child Jesus Christ was born on Christmas Day. At this point, I'm guessing that's now because the meaning of Christmas like ties back into Christ, obviously. So maybe that's what it's supposed to be, and that's why this song was chosen at this particular point. Or I could be like overreading into that. I don't actually know. Because it's another fancy light show, and it just imagines it as the Northern Lights. Nah, but you know what? I'm going to say that one of the magic users of the family programmed that to happen. This was the Christmas star that I put in our Christmas tree at home. An actual star. The tree caught fire and we had to relocate. Knows that the uncle was on control of the Christmas star to glow in so many parts of the church. Yeah, like I said, someone was controlling it. Knew it. These guys were good to me. That's dictators used to hold the gifts of the three kings of baby Jesus. Yep, there you go. In reverse order, almost. Actually, not quite. Uncle Brent, Miss Madeline, and Miss James were actually the ones who played Angel, Gabriel, Mother Mary, and Joseph in the Nativity play. Oh, so they had the costumes already. That's fairly convenient. Yeah, why not? I guess maybe she calls any adults Mr/Miss whatever their name is. So maybe she didn't know them, but from her perspective, that's what she would refer to them as. So I guess that makes sense. It's sort of like how like books that are written from like a child's perspective will always do that for the adult characters. I mean, even the first Harry Potter book, actually, a lot of the characters were always referred to as like Mr. Something, Mr. Something, until like later stories they'd be called by their first name. I felt like Mom and Papa had a hard time convincing us to take part in their little adventure for me. I mean, not too hard. It was only took a. This was like the following day, so clearly this wasn't. It was like a major problem for them. Give my brother sick that inside of us, sort of making me tear up a little. I can see why, honestly. I do not blame you at all for that one. You did great. Just you did a great job in raising your child. I mean, okay. I guess. All right. I guess they're done raising her now. It's in the past tense. Anyway, I never thought Miss Addison was part of their plan. He was just supposed to just ask me about my journey, but I got injured. What would have happened if she offered to stay at like the stranger's house? Would she have been told off for like trusting a stranger like that? But then again, she was also supposed to. But anyway. The reason my parents chose a day adventure me is because they wanted me to travel like the Three Kings. Heck yeah, the Three Kings. A true part of any nativity story. He wants me to follow the star that guides the Three Kings, to somehow feel their feelings while traveling to the baby king. I guess the feeling we got was like confusion or excitement, whereas like the Three Kings knew exactly what they were doing. But yeah, other than that, know that the choir that I heard inside the church represented the angels who were singing that at that holy night. Hold on, they planned that choir. That was diegetic. They planned that choir as well. I thought they would just like sung it themselves. They convinced an entire choir, and then you're trying to tell me that the parents had a problem convincing relatives and friends, but an entire choir, they were just like, yeah, sure, we'll be the angels for this one child. Yeah, why not? Go for it. It's either all or none of them. Come on. Don't think this was like myself touch my penis. I can't remember the show Craig the Creek, if you know what that is. I have not seen it, but I know what it is. But yeah, I know what you mean based on like the trailers and stuff I've seen. Like everyone, including me, we were like the sheep with the shepherds. We were gathered there to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Christmas is a time of jolly cheers. Some people celebrate it, some people don't. Christmas is about giving and receiving gifts. But for some, it's about celebrating the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm wondering if she already knew that based on the fact that she was reading about St. Nicholas, which must mean that she must know about the saints and therefore Christianity, but what can he do? That was just writing down just how much it meant to her. Yeah, that's the thing about this. Like, when you do this kind of thing for a Christmas, even if a child is like very young, they're gonna remember it to some degree, at least the feeling around it. And really, the thing that is that the angel is finding out about Christmas this time is the fact that it's all about like the love that your family has for you and you for them, or anyone really. Is it just like spread the love? That's what I should do this on Christmas itself, but yeah, like it's about sharing the love. Putting in that effort and seeing that effort rewarded. in the smile of someone else. So yeah, there you go. And unlike Alyssa, the child didn't have to die to convey that message. You see what I was saying before about the stakes involved in these things. Hey guys. Before you all go, there's someone I want to introduce to you. Oh, right, sorry, I thought this was still part of this. It's like a flashback 2 years later. No, this is like actually the YouTuber. Okay. So, my real life friend, Pfizer plays / Star IX Star plays, Star 9 Star, Starry 9 Star plays in Roman numerals. I will put a channel link in the description below. Make sure to check our channel out. There you go. Christmas, everyone. A Christmas shout out. Until next time, farewell. Until next time, away! Like, flies off. Oh, that'd be really fun, like, outro to do, honestly. That was someone's outro. Every time they finish a gacha video, they just, like, start, like, floating away and, like, they fade. Alright, here come the waterworks. But yeah, I can see why. And again, you understand now what I meant about, like, the stakes in gacha videos. I have, for a long time, I've wanted to review a video called That One Mute Girl. It was mentioned in that big Comexry timeline as like the first major gacha video that took off on the entire internet and like spiraled into the birth of the community. Obviously, before people then decided to like ruin the reputation of the gacha community, and like they detracted from that. But That One Mute Girl apparently, from what I've seen in the comments as well, harkens back to a more wholesome time in the community where that was the kind of stuff that triumphed. And I say this video here, without seeing That One Mute Girl, yeah, I feel like there's on comparable levels. This is the kind of stuff that we need more of in the gacha community. Things where it's just people doing something, they're creating an adventure for themselves, where themselves in a nice environment, without having to rely on intense emotional baggage for something. Mere curiosity can still fuel an entire story. That's a lot of things we can see like applying to fiction nowadays. It's great that we can like delve into like complex topics and emotions and such, but especially in the gacha community where people normally they try that and it falls flat on their face when they every attempt to do so. People probably don't see the value in something as simple as this. And I say simple not like in terms of like video production, because actually this video, even though it's filmed like in the same way like the landscape stuff is, like it fools you. It has panning shots, it has dissolve backgrounds, it has customization, it plays on like the aspect ratio from the backgrounds that were there before. It has like forced perspective, and then and like the reveal of what's on the ground, like for the injury. It has an adventure where one thing actually does go wrong, despite how well prepared it actually was, even in the moment. And it has people coming together just for one common purpose, and that is Christmas. Christmas is people coming together for one common purpose, like I said before, to share the love and everything else. So yeah, I think it worked better than the 3 short Christmas videos. It works better than all the long ones too. This one, I think, is my favorite one that we've watched so far. It reminds me of the Darwins. I mean, the Darwins, without the scary visuals that detracted from the Darwins project. That's also about a child even younger than this, like discovering the world for the first time. And it's interesting because like a lot of gacha videos are made by children, so it seems like this would be like a perfect market for like a lot of other people to do, but you just don't see it that much. And when you do, it really stands out. It's a diamond in the rough. So yeah, I can't even like other than what I've said already. I guess like again, one of the only cons is there's a little bit too much that I wouldn't have had like Angel narrate during the line before. I would have like also had Angel ask on screen what the Dream of Christmas was, or see Krusty like appear for the first time. The setup before the quest actually begins probably could use some work, but the actual quest itself, I really adore, and I hope that these characters actually do feature somewhere else in the channel, because they seem to be. There's a lot of people in these stories that could be from something else, or they could return in some way. Either that, or they could just be a one-off and retire undefeated, so to speak. Either one would work just as fine for me. But yeah, I'll go with the fact that family members dress as actors of characters for her. If I tried to convince my family members to like dress and act up for like for anyone else, like for anyone in the family, probably would not have worked. So yeah, they all decided to do that, and I will say like Alice can like a lot of like inhibitions and shame about that kind of stuff, but it's all in good fun. Why not wind down over the holiday period? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I just realized like my computer's not charging. Yeah, this cable is if this cable is this last length, I need to like order a new one, honestly. But yeah, oh my goodness, it's almost 2. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I need to get food before it gets too late again. My film was finding home. About the boy ran away from the orphanage. I suppose I'm not sure which one I could say is my second favorite. They're all kind of similar to this degree, and also for the first time, not questioning the logic behind a bunch of this stuff, apart from where the magic came from. But this world has magic, so what? Okay, but thank you all for watching this, and thank you, Josh, for recommending this. I'm definitely gonna give this a like. Obviously, like check out the description, support all the creators in this as well. Like particularly, this was actually a rather great batch. Should have had that instead of the snap video from before. And to any GachTubers out there watching this right now, more stuff like this, please. For sure. Okay. So please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Subscribe to us already. Hey, belated Merry Christmas, of course. Happy New Year. And until next time, farewell.